a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Check's big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate, we ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide, you ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, man we coming for them things that they said I couldn't have, get the team. I got a vision for the things you ain't believe. And here's the motto, hard work, this over everything. It's that comeback. I'm calling plays, hit the pass, then the run back. Yeah, I'm far ahead and gotta run last. But we ain't letting up, we never done that. Ain't nowhere to hide, you ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah, on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Never fall back. We will stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back. Yeah. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. Come up with a game plan. Double XL up in the pen, you can't shake that. All the way gassed up, full tank, man. Moving too quick, keep the cameras in the playback. Dang. So tell me how you feel with it. You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lay it on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Never fall back. No lies, no facts. We gon' stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. Been way down, never falter. Came with the hands out, get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you won't get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Never fall back.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
Good evening, Miami Dolphin fans. This is your host, Ali the Persian, and this is Late Nights Club XL. That is right. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell because we have a good show tonight on the eve of a home game versus the Raiders. Let's get ready. Let's buckle up. Let's get ready to have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. I got no bad feeling. We're the Miami Dolphins, right? I'm at the life of the party. It's going to be fun. And we're going to kick the shit out of that team. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Antonio Pierce. I know you were a big-time linebacker in the day. I know you had, you made your name with the Giants and with other teams. But the reality is, got nothing on the Dolphins, bro. I'm sorry. You have no answers for the Miami Dolphins offense. We got some big news to talk about, but before I do that, I gotta give my co-host a welcome, right? Let's make sure he gets what he deserves. A good welcome, round of applause. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Color's up in the house. How you doing, Color? Color, you're on mute.
Pretty good, Ali. How about yourself? Ooh, now I know I'm loud.
Really good. You are kind of loud, but that's okay.
All right. That's all right. I could do this right here. Is that better?
That's right. Yeah, it's not bad.
Maybe a little there. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's there you go, right there. Listen, we're Miami Dolphin fans. We're going to get loud. We're going to get proud. I don't care. Get as loud as you want. Turn up as much as you want. No, we're gonna do that from now until the end of the playoffs, Color. That's
so Ali. So YouTube has wrongfully and mistakenly demonetized our channel and taken the power out of our audience to help support us. So I'm starting a poll right now, and the question is: should YouTube remonetize TFTG immediately? That is the poll question. Everybody, make sure you're answering it. Hit the like button. Make sure you answer the poll question. Let them know what y'all think. Give us some leverage to go to take to the table. Let's raise our fists, people. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But I'm not gonna let YouTube stop us, bro. No. I'm gonna continue to do shows. I'm gonna keep doing the same work I already do. You know what I mean? Listen, it is what it is. But if you really want to help out the channel, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, right? If you want to donate, we have Venmo, we have Cash App, right? So we appreciate it. We appreciate any donations or anything like that. It helps. It goes a long way. But you're going to catch us very shortly. You're going to start seeing us all over the place. And to start off with that, as you guys can see here, check us out on the TFTG network. Check us out on YouTube. We got Patreon, people. Check out TFTG on Patreon. And then in addition, you might see us on Twitch and other social media outlets as well. So it is nothing but it's going to go up from here. We're going to grow.
I heard also... we got something going on that Clock Network or whatever it's called.
TikTok.
Coming up soon. Yeah, something like that.
Your time is up. Show coming soon.
Well, I didn't say nothing. I just said it's some kind of clock.
I know. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We really appreciate it. But before we do so...
Yeah, we got to go to the lower depths, people. We're in the dregs now.
Nah, it's all good. Shout out to... our affiliates that you can find them right down there below in the description. We got Fanatics. You're officially licensed everything. Your hats, your jerseys, t-shirts, all your memorabilia your heart could ever want. Check them out, right? And then, lo and behold, don't forget to check out Dubby Energy Drink. Dubby Energy Drink. Awesome energy drinks. It's all smash, no crash. Various different flavors. Infused with a lot more minerals and vitamins that are all natural, that actually benefit the body. And you don't get that crashing and jittering that you do with some of these other energy drinks. If you don't take my word for it, check out Shake Money Show. He does reviews on his stuff. He swears behind it. So check out Dubby Energy Drinks. You can find those links below. In addition, check out TFTG Network. We got our store there. There's tons of merch in there. We're in the holiday season. You're looking for gift ideas. You know somebody's a Dolphin fan. Check out some of the merch. We got some cool stuff in there. For real. So check that out. But yeah, check out us on all these other networks as well. Check out some of our other shows while we're at it. We had it up here earlier. We got El Capitan. You know, usually going Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Sundays too. We've been kind of taking a back seat a little bit, trying to figure out what direction we want to go with the show. But we're gonna start hitting it hard pretty soon, so definitely check that out. And then you got Color and myself doing Top of the Tailgate. Now, I know I haven't been around this past week. It's been nuts. I'm sorry. Get better. Me and Color will definitely get better and start doing our show again. But meanwhile, if me and Color are doing a show together, you can also check out Color on his channel. And Color, if you'd like, put the link to your channel in the chat. Please do that. And in addition, you got Shake Money, who has a show going on right now. When that ends, everyone from there are going to come on over, so this will start popping pretty soon. You got Lewis, you got KP and the Fantasy Talk, making fantasies come true. You know, you got Crypto, just being real, talking about certain aspects of the game you may not think about. And then don't forget the OG Tonks TMI Tuesdays. I was on the show the other night. It was banging. It was funny. Check his stuff out. Some really cool content and cool conversations to have. You know, definitely check him out. But like I said, hit like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. We got Cash App, we got Venmo, we got Patreon. You know, we got TFTG Network. Definitely check that stuff out. And then shout out to everybody that we got in the chat. Let's see who else we got up in here, Color. Daniel Barry Sport, John Federlin, Adam Sadowski. Are you coming to the game tomorrow? I want to know, bro. I'll be there. I'll see you. Chad Marcion. I'm sorry if I didn't say your last name correctly. Lil Uzi Born. Okay. Lil Uzi Born. The Dolphins are frauds. Guys, laugh my ass off. You guys can't even beat teams. Laugh my ass off. You don't even know English or the true definition of what frauds are. So next time you want to make a comment like that, come back with the proper terminology, not frauds when this is not even something that's fraudulent. Sharif West, how you doing, sir? El Capitan's up in here. Who else we got? Jamie Reichard, how you doing? Fern Fins 2021. Good evening, gentlemen. That is right. This is Club X. We're going to have some fun, man. This is for the hype show, right, Color? Color.
Yes, sir.
This is the hype show, right?
Yeah, it's a hype show. Yeah, the only, you know, I wouldn't even call the Buffalo Bills frauds.
No.
People think they were a good team masquerading as a bad team this year. No, they're just bad.
They're just bad. That's right. Look, everyone wants to make the big deal about the Dolphins can't beat good teams. Well, what? We've only truly played two good teams, right? There's more games to be played. But then again, the 1972 Dolphins proved you don't need to play a truly good team to be measured. You know what I mean?
We can't help it. We demoralized everybody into a bad season. What can we? It's not our fault.
I can't help that. You know, it is what it is. Listen, I don't really care. I don't care. That's my thing, Color. I don't care about the narratives, right? I don't care about any narrative or fake news or agenda that the media is trying to drive, right? Fans that come up with these fake narratives, like the Buffalo Bills fans, who I'm assuming Lil Uzi is because he keeps saying the Dolphin fans, so that means he's not a Dolphin fan. Fans like that reflect on these fake news and fake narratives because they're not happy with what's going on in-house in their own fan base or their own team. That's what happened. right? It's basically, the Buffalo Bills are just a bad team, for example. Me and Lewis made comments about the whole ordeal that's going on between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and the team and stuff. And from my standpoint, it looks like there's issues when your wide receiver is coming up to your quarterback live on TV, and I have it recorded and saved, that him saying, play smarter, play smart. You know what I mean? Why does your wide receiver have to tell your quarterback that? That's number one. Number two, all these news popping up all over the place from different outlets, and then Stephen A, big guy in the media, even calls them out, saying there's issues. And then you got the Buffalo Bills back reeling, oh, there's no problems here. And now you got Stephon Diggs having to say that. Listen, I know there's video of him saying that, oh, I never said that. There's no video of me saying that, so that never happened. But that means that does not mean that it never happened, Color. You know what I mean? Just because I say it didn't happen doesn't mean I'm telling the truth. Nor does it mean that Stephon Diggs is telling the truth. My point is you have all these outlets coming out to say that something's going on. You have the player in question removing Buffalo Bills from all social media, right? Why would you have to do that if there's no problem? Can you explain that to me, Color? If there's no problem, why did you remove Buffalo Bills from social media? See, there's no answer to it. Color doesn't even know what to say. Can't even say anything. But for real, like the guy removes everything from social media, right? And then has no explanation for that. Let alone his brother has continuously made comments saying, save him, get him out of Buffalo. I would love to see you in Dallas. Why is
the
this guy
play speaks for itself, Ali? It's brutally honest on the field. You know what I mean?
Say what? Say that again?
I said their play speaks for itself. It's brutally honest on the field.
Yeah. So you got all this going on, but people come out and say things like, it's basically the HR talk, as I like to say, or what is that? The professional media stance. Oh, there's nothing to see here. It's all smoke and mirrors. There's nothing to see here. I never said that. There's no proof of me saying that. You know what I mean? Well, there's no proof that you didn't say it either. You know what I mean? So my point is that they have problems. Their team is bad, right? And that's just showing examples of like what I'm trying to. The whole reason, I lost my train of thought. The whole reason I brought this up, Color, is because you have Buffalo Bills fans trying to point the finger at us being frauds. Well, the only reason you're doing that is because you're trying to hide away from your own problems on your own team. Is that understandable, Color? Or am I crazy for thinking it?
No, I think you're spot on, man.
Yeah. So if you want to talk about frauds, there are some fake fans around here. Yes, I'm still calling out fake fans. If you want to know what my definition of fake fan is, somebody that's willing to turn their back on their own team just because they're not having a good season. That's a fake fan. I don't care if we win or lose or what's going on. I'm still rooting my Dolphins. I don't care who the quarterback is. It's not about the name on the back. It's about the logo. And I will always support the logo, no matter what. Right? So that you can call those people out. Those are the frauds that are around here. And that's I'm not saying every Dolphin fan. No, there's a lot of good people in this fan base. But there's some frauds. There are some frauds. Some people that are willing to jump on and off the bandwagon. But that's what it is. That's what it's all about. But listen, enough of that BS. Enough about the narratives and stuff. We had a bad, the offense had a bad game last game. We still were competitive. Defense step up, But this is a new week. We had the bye week to reflect on it. This is a new week. We got the Raiders, Color. We got the Raiders coming to town. People are saying they're kind of hot because they won 2 in a row. But look at who they played. They didn't really play anybody that you can say is really, really competitive in the last 2 games that they've won. They played the Patriots, who have no offense, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And their defense is lacking some players because of injury. So obviously it was, I expected them to beat the Patriots. But now they're coming to the Hard Rock. You're going to have to play in the heat. You're going to have to face our crowd. I think it's going to be a little bit different environment for them. You know what I mean? You got big news today. Big news. Devon Achane is back. He's back in-house. And I think he's going to just take off right where he left. I think you're going to see big 20-plus yard runs from him. I think it's something that our running back room needed a refresh. And you just got your best player, in my opinion, back. So, you brought him back. What else? What else we got going on, Color? Last week, River Craycraft, I believe, was activated finally off his back. So you got both of these guys back, and I think that's going to add some juice to our offense and get over some of those humps we've been taking the last 2 weeks. What do you think, Color? What do you think? You think it's going to be for the better? Are you motivated? Are you excited? Where are you at?
Yeah, absolutely. As long as we take care of business, we should have no issues whatsoever.
As long as we take care of business. But you know what? I don't have to worry about that, Color, because you reminded me yourself. You reminded me yourself that this team is so good that we don't have to worry about that because they will take care of business.
Yeah, and I mean, so far the evidence shows that, and there's no evidence pointing to us not executing at a high level at home. There's no evidence of it. In however many games we played at home, 4 games, I think, at home.
This is true. This is definitely true.
I mean, yeah, we have to be prepared to be punched in the mouth. They're coming with a lot of fire, but that's really all they got.
Yeah, Brian's Brains, you tell them, where's my custom emojis, YouTube? WTF. So thank you. I definitely agree with that. Joe Rist, Finns win 69-0. I won't say that. Let's before we get into predictions, let's actually go over some news today. I mentioned the big one. Achane is officially back. The rookie sensation, as we're trending all along, Miami Dolphins rookie sensation Devon Achane indeed will make his return to the lineup against the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. The teams made it official Saturday when it activated Achane off the injured reserve following the first week of practice after being designated to return, along with 4 other moves they made. Achane had been out since sustaining a knee injury toward the end of the Dolphins' 31-16 victory against the New York Giants in Week 5, according to Alan Popar. This is an article according to Alan Popar. He goes on to say, along with activating Achane, the Dolphins re-signed wide receiver Robbie Chosen to the practice squad and elevated him for the game against the Raiders. Also elevated offensive lineman Chasen Hines, while running back Jake Funk was released from the practice squad and to make room for Chosen. The move to elevate Chosen was expected all along, as we indicated on the All Dolphins podcast, because waiving him Thursday gave him the opportunity to play against the Raiders, and the Dolphins typically make those moves on Saturday. Chosen was waived to make room for the 53-man roster for Achane, likely was needed because of the uncertain status of wide receiver Braxton Berrios, with Chase Claypool already out for the game after undergoing knee surgery during the bye week. So, Color, my big question about this move we made in the shuffling of Robbie Chosen, which I don't even know why we're even keeping him around, to be honest. I mean, the guy doesn't block. He can't run routes like Craycraft can. And personally, I just don't see the benefit of having. Don't tell me he's a world beater on the outside, because he's not. Don't tell me that he's dominant in the run blocking game because he can't even block wind if he tried. Don't tell me he's a prolific catcher because throughout his career I see many drops. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, what's the point of shuffling and releasing and bringing him back at all? Well, first of all, let's start there. What is the point, Color? Can you tell me anything about this, or tell me your thoughts on it? I guess we'll have to come back to Color. Color is speechless. He doesn't know why either. I don't know. Put it in the chat. Why do you guys think we brought him back? What is the point? Put it in the chat what you guys think. In addition, let's also talk about somebody say smoke. Maybe that's what it is. Hey, Nene is up in here. How you doing, Nene? How's everybody? How's everything doing? I see Cap for Life in here. He is a one-trick pony. I kind of think so too. I don't really see the benefit of him being on this team at all. I don't get it. In addition to that, I think that you see better play from guys like Barrios or even River Craycraft. River Craycraft has this really good, like it or not, he has this really good chemistry with Tua. Him and Tua are on the same page. Tyreek told you at the best and during the offseason, I drafted him on my wide receiver team, number one, because he knows where to be. He puts, makes the blocks, he runs the route perfect, and he can catch the ball consistently. Those are things that you look for, right? And I don't know. I just don't see what Chosen brings to this game. I know people like him and whatnot, and people are saying, "Oh, he's gonna have this big role or anything." I just don't see it. I see Robbie Chosen. I see Braxton Berrios, and even Jeff Wilson. I'm sorry, not Jeff Wilson. I'm sorry, Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson now has started to pick up the last 2 or 3 games. You're starting to see him become more and more a part of this offense. I want to see more of that. We paid the money to him. Show me what this guy got. I want to see it. What do you think, Color? Are you back? Are you not back? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why we brought Chosen back. I guess there's a reason for it, but maybe Schwartz is panning out. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, and that's my biggest concern. In addition, you have Chase Claypool on this team. Maybe you're bringing him because Chase Claypool had to get something cleared up on his knee during the bye week. They expected they didn't really expect him to miss any time, but I think that's the only reason why you re-elevated Chosen right after releasing him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then again, let me ask this, Color. When you got released and then they brought you back to the practice squad, does that reset how many times they have to they can elevate you before they have to make you a permanent member of the 53?
I don't know the answer to that question. I was just thinking the same question myself. It's possible.
All right. Well, that's something I got to look up. Maybe that's a question we need to answer on top of the tailgate. We'll have to talk about that. So, Craycraft is a dog, bro. I mean, listen.
Of course he is.
He's not the sexy.
People still arguing that?
He's listen. Craycraft isn't the Maserati. He's not the Lamborghini or the Ferrari. That's what. Oh, did I lose you on purpose, Color? Did you leave on purpose? Not sure why he got kicked off. Sorry about that. He's not the Maserati. He's not the Lamborghini. That's what Tyreek Hill and that's what Jalen Waddle is for. That's what those guys are. Those are your Maseratis, your Lamborghinis, Bugattis, whatever you want to call it, right? This guy is just your trusty old truck that he's gonna give you no matter what, and he's gonna come out, do his job, right? He's gonna run the route perfectly, be where he needs to be, catch the ball, and get the job done. That's all he's there for. It's not for anything else, Color. It's not for the flash. It's not for the big play. It's for your normal vanilla play that he's going to execute 100%.
And he's going to catch the ball.
Yes, exactly.
Nope.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I threw myself. I'm going to throw myself in back for just a sec because I got to take care of
Okay, I
something.
didn't know. I'm sorry.
No, no problem. No problem.
So that's what Craycraft is for. I know we as fans we want the big play. We want the 20+ yard plays, you know, the 40-yard touchdowns or whatever. I get that. I know you want that. But in this game, you need to have your 0 to 10 yards go-to pass possession style receiver. And that's where usually, in my opinion, your number 3 is at, right? Because you have your number 1 and number 2 running the intermediate routes. Who's running underneath to catch those balls? Well, we've seen Braxton Berrios do it. We saw River Craycroft earlier on do it. He did the same thing last season. You know, it was consistent in 2 back-to-back games, got touchdowns, and was being a consistent go-to guy for Tua before he got injured. Same thing happened at the beginning of this season. Assistant guy, go-to, you know, outlet guy when Tyreek and Waddle are not available, and you know, and then got injured. Same exact thing. So I know he's not the sexy guy, but I think he's the consistent number 3 guy, and you leave him in that position. He does exactly what you need to do. And when he's not available, you bring in Braxton Berrios. Or you could even bring in Cedric Wilson. I'm not saying Cedric Wilson is, you know, has come back to be somebody or be the, you know, the big guy on campus or is the real deal or the real Cedric Wilson's finally showed up. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that he's starting to show more, you know, more what he can do that we had not seen all of last season. I don't know what's happened in the last 3 games or even 4 games, but the guy is starting to show why we brought him in. He made the big time catch when I needed him to. You know, he got the first downs. In one of them, I really felt he should have been given, but it was pass interference. But no, they didn't want to call anything. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm okay with Cedric Wilson being here too. What do you guys say? Anything new? What's good, Ollie Color? Yeah, Shake needs to hurry up. He's watching Florida. I don't know what the score of the Florida game is. Anybody put the score in the chat? You know, that'd be pretty interesting. All I know today, I'm happy. Ohio State whooped Minnesota's ass. And then all I got to worry about is that shitty team up north. We know who they are, who like to steal your sign. So, yeah. So we're gonna kick their team. Ohio State's gonna make the playoffs. You know, I'm all excited for that. Hurricanes, man, back-to-back competitive games, losing by either a touchdown or less in back-to-back weeks. I didn't get to watch this game, so I don't know if there was anything, you know, very crazy that happened in that game. The Florida State game, there was a massive injury, bro. I keep watching the replay and I'm cringed looking at it. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's very gruesome. My prayers are with that player, though. It is pretty bad. Nene makes a good point. Tua needs big target to throw to. We are a little small at times. Okay, I'll give you that. But let's look at Chase Claypool, for example. Chase Claypool, from my understanding, and I have to go back and look because I'm just going by what I've told, so don't hold me to this. I'm just telling you what I was told. Chase Claypool, back when he was getting drafted, he was like a 4'3", 4'4" kind of guy. And he's a big body guy. He's a tall guy. Why not use him in some of those routes? Why are you putting him in the run pass block position, not giving him an opportunity to catch? Now, I understand he had some stuff he had to get cleared up on his knee this past week, but that doesn't still look at the last week before that. Why don't you give him some routes to run where he could have been that big guy that you can catch too? I just don't know why they don't use him enough. So I don't think that, and at the same time, I don't think Robbie Chosen is a big guy either. I think he's a pretty skinny guy, in my opinion. I don't know why, I guess for me, Claypool makes more sense. He blocks, you know what I mean? He's consistent. It makes more sense why you keep Claypool. Robbie Chosen. Just don't see what he does for our team. I just don't see it. That's just my opinion. Bills should rebuild. Yeah, I kind of think they're going to be headed that way as well. B21 says Tua had DBP, Mike G, and Preston Williams, and you all said he had no receivers. Mike Gesicki. He showed up at times. I'll give you that. He did have Mike G. Preston Williams, again, couldn't stay healthy. DVP couldn't stay healthy most of his career either. So, I mean, if you really want to look at it, besides this year, it seems like Tyreek and Waddle have been the most consistent, uninjured players that Tua's ever had as a Miami Dolphin when it comes to weapons. You don't see them like missing games continuously or whatever. Yeah. Maybe those guys just weren't fast enough for Tua. Tua wanted to go a certain way and they were just too slow to get there. That could be it too. Speed and everything. Route running is something. So, I don't know. I do not know. And I do think that is a mid group of pass catchers. Because to be honest, you think about it, Preston Williams, what has he done since he left Miami? Nothing. DVP was, this guy's an all-star, blah, 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 blah. Barely does anything. In fact, I think he's on IR now with the Patriots, I think. Right? Mike Gesicki, this guy's a top 5 tight end, the best guy in the world, right? Hunter Henry gets more play and more looks than Gesicki does. And I want to say Gesicki altogether this season, I could be wrong, and I know I'm just blowing smoke at this point. I think he has less than 15 catches this season. I could be wrong though, actually. Let me look that up because now I'm curious. Looking up real quick. Here we go. Stats for this season. He has. I was just over. I said less than 15. Oh, actually, I was under. He has 21 catches this season. He does not have a game where he had more than 36 yards. The Eagles game on September 10th, he had the most yards. He had 36 yards. He has 1 touchdown. So his numbers for this season are 21 catches, 182 yards, and 1 touchdown. I'm curious about his targets, though. Let's look at that. How many times has he been targeted? Let's look at this. So he's been averaging anywhere from 2 to 3 targets a game. Against Miami, the first game, he had 6 targets and 5 receptions. So he did the most against Miami, but anybody else, he can't do anything. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that was the only time that he was above 500. Actually, I take that back. No, he's been above 500 a couple times. But to be honest, he's only getting like 1 or 2 looks, 1 or 2 targets. But then again, it's the Patriots, so who knows? I don't know. I'm still kind of mid on Gesicki, to be honest. That's what I think. All right, what time is it? It is 9:40. I'm still waiting on color to come back. Yeah, so just a little bit. I'm going to drop the link. I just want to go over just some real quick stuff. Real quick. So we just talked about the big news with Devon Achane. Make sure you hit like and subscribe as we go over this next article real quick. And I'm going to be dropping the link. So Raiders versus Dolphins prediction player, prop bets and odds. This is by Mark Lamy. I just want to read some of this stuff. I'm not going to go into big time with the odds and everything, but just some interesting stuff. Following a bye week, the Miami Dolphins are back in action This Sunday against Las Vegas, they're one of the biggest favorites of Week 11, but our experts have still found value in betting markets for both Raiders versus Dolphins prediction and the player props. No matter which of our Raiders versus Dolphins best bets you like the most. With this being an inter-conference matchup, it's not one we see often, although we don't have as much history to check out as this was an AFC East matchup. There's plenty of reason to believe the Dolphins' explosive offense should continue to be dynamic. Not only will they be well rested after a bye week, but they're also facing a Las Vegas defense that has allowed the 4th most rushing yards per game. Plenty of folks are high on the Raiders and are after back-to-back wins following their head coaching change, but those games came against the New York Giants and the Jets. It was the Giants, not the Patriots. Sorry, Giants and the Jets is who they played. So I was wrong about that. My bad. Those are two of the worst offenses in the NFL, so it's safe to say Miami should have a much better time. We've seen the point spread balloon to nearly 2 touchdowns after opening at just 9.5 points. So we'd rather focus on the total and make over 46.5 points. So they're saying that the total is going to be over 46.5 points. I agree with this. I'm going to go ahead and say that my prediction is going to be 35-7. That's where I'm at. That's the score I'm going with. If anything, 35-10 is what I think it's going to end at. Miami's coming off of the bye week. They're going to be well rested. You're going to have guys full of energy. Achane is back. So it's not just the fact that our guys are going to be coming in rested, maybe some a little bit healthier than they were 2 weeks prior. But in addition to that, I think that they're going to have a lot more motivation. You're coming off of a close, a tragic loss in a sense, because of the fact that how it ended, but you were still very competitive. There's a lot to look up forward to. I think this is going to be the start of a very long run until we get to the last 3 games of the season. That's just my opinion. So make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'm going to be dropping the link. I just wanted to give a little bit some of those tidbits real quick here. So let me go ahead and start dropping the link for everybody. We'll go ahead and drop that. Come join the party. Let's get some music going. He actually looked up for some updated scores. I was curious to find out what's going on. Let's see here. College football. Let's see what the scores are. Ooh. All right. So FSU is still up 45-13. Florida game is 14-13. That's kind of interesting. Let's see who else is playing. Here's a really boring score. Texas, this might be a game to watch. Texas, number 7 in the country, is only 6-3 at halftime. Let's see who we got going. We got some people coming up here already. John Featherland, how you doing, sir?
All right. How are you?
Every day is a new day, sir.
Yeah. Yep. So.
And I'm looking at some of these comments that we got. We got 2 haters united up in the chat right now. That is crazy. Shake money. Chris Smith says I popped the wrong pill before the stream. Well, hopefully that's a good time pill for you. We are gonna get it going though. We're gonna get some music up in here. You excited for the game tomorrow? What's your predictions, John? I say 35-7, maybe 35-10. Somewhere around there is where I'm at. Miami win.
Well, I've actually never seen the Raiders play, but this year. But I think since A-Chain's back, I can see us going in the 30s. But they beat the Jets. Is that what you said? They beat the Jets.
They beat the Jets, and they also beat the New York Giants, who have two of the worst offenses. Offensively, they're the worst.
Yeah, but the Jets had one of the best defenses. What was the score anyway on that game? I could go back and look.
Let me find that out. Raiders.
I'll just say I'd say we'll go to 30.
They won 16-12.
13-12?
16-12.
16. Oh wow. Okay. I'll say 31-14.
31-14. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a rumor. Since we're talking about the Raiders, and it's kind of funny. It comes after a big scandal in Michigan. Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh. Rumors are saying that he definitely has interest in becoming the Las Vegas Raiders' next coach, per The Athletic. That's pretty interesting.
Well,
and if you don't, go ahead.
He's out for three weeks, right?
Yeah. So this is the second week. The third week is against Ohio State, so he won't be there still. Mm-hmm. But here's actually some interesting point about that. Tom Brady was a Michigan alumni quarterback, right? He went to Michigan. Tom Brady has ownership in the Raiders, from my understanding. So there's the connection of why Harbaugh could consider coming to the Raiders. I supposedly has interest, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
I know. Ross funded him in Miami one time because Ross was into Michigan.
Yeah, he invests a lot of money into the Michigan program. Supposedly, Ross didn't want to necessarily let him go. How do I put this? Ross wants him here, but by having him come here, Ross would have had to pay a lot more money back and forth to the program. So I don't think that he never really pushed for it as much as he says he would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I'm looking at the injury report. There was a lot of people on the injury report for the Raiders. Some big names such as Max Crosby. He was limited practice all week. The game status says unspecified currently. I wonder if they're updating this because the three guys that I know are probably out for us are Chase Claypool, Robert Hunt, and Robert Jones. But everybody else seemed to have limited practice or full practice. So I'm expecting...
And we got Wynn is out too.
Well, he's on the IR, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Florida just went up again.
Yeah, they were. Well, last time I saw, I put in a chat. You wanted to know what the score was? It was 14-13 when I looked last.
Now it's going to be 21-20.
Oh, 21-20? Oh, they both scored.
Shake Money is probably dancing and everything, shaking all over it.
Just a field goal game. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just say this has us at a 90% chance of winning right now. Raiders only have a 9.4. We have a 90.5.
Yeah, I'm going. look, I have no doubt the Dolphins are going to
So,
take care of business.
Yeah.
They've shown nothing that proves otherwise. We're undefeated at home. You know what I mean? There's been two circumstances that lost us games. One in the Eagles game, one in the Kansas City game. It happens. You know, we have good games down the road here that we got to take care of business. We got to take care of business against the Ravens, who I think are a good team. In addition, we have Dallas, who, granted, some people think they're overhyped. I still think they're a good team. We got to take care of business there. And then the Buffalo Bills, which at that point, if everything goes to plan, we can just rest everybody and let the backup play in that game. So
Yeah. If we take care, we will have it sewed up before the Buffalo game.
a team to watch out for, though, and just because even though they kind of traded their defense away, I still kind of think they have a lot to play for still. And he leads the league in receiving, I want to say, for passing. That's the Washington Commanders. I still think we got to watch out for that game. I know we'll take care of business. I'm not worried, but we need to make sure we watch out for it. Tennessee, I think we can handle, no problem. So that's Raiders, Tennessee, Commanders, those three games. Who else do we got left?
Jets twice.
I'm not worried about the Jets. I think we should take care of them 100%. So just do what you got to do there. I think we're going to be fine. Caller, are you still in the back? How's that chicken pot pie you were making?
He has a late dinner.
Yeah. Caller,
In the belly.
in the belly, how was it? Was it good?
Excellent.
I'm jealous. I want chicken pot pie.
Highly recommend.
If you guys didn't know this, Color is an amazing chef. He's so good.
All right.
He's putting Chef Jew on notice.
Yeah, some garlic breadsticks to go with it.
Sounds actually pretty good. Right? Yeah.
Or garlic bread. That's garlic bread.
Yeah, where the heck's everybody at, man? Nobody wants to jump up and
Yeah,
talk.
no. I'm
Everybody's
surprised.
so sure we're gonna win. Where's Fred? Fred thinks we're gonna win this week, so he's kind of quiet,
We're gonna win.
as far as I know.
Oh, awesome, Fred! Welcome to the club, bro. I know we're gonna win.
What's up, Shekel? And yes, V21 Color is definitely in the back of the club, hanging with the freaks in the back room.
Look at that. Uh-oh. Todd Labruto, how's it going, my friend? How are you, Todd?
Yeah, we're gonna win this weekend. I'm not worried.
That's what I'm saying. I already know we're going to win.
I think A-Chain's gonna go off.
Reach it. Definitely. I think he is going to go off. He needs to catch up in that offensive rookie race. Ooh.
He ain't winning that. I'm sorry.
You don't think so?
No, the Texas quarterback with what he's doing as that one.
Yeah, they're probably going to give it to the quarterback. I agree with you. But
Well, not just that. You know what? Look at his numbers. He only has 2 interceptions on the season.
that's true. You're right. Bro, I don't know if you guys just saw the last pass that just happened in the Florida game. But the guy makes like a 20-yard pass catch, right? Goes down the field like 20 or 30 yards. The receiver catches the ball, instantly gets hit by the defender, but the defender goes flying and hits the ground, and the receiver runs for another 20.
I can't put it on the TV or you'll be able to see it.
Oh, don't put it on the TV. We'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll have to pick it back.
Yeah, I
Why did y'all get- Hey,
get the
I
score
have
on
a
my
question
computer. I can get the score on my computer.
Why'd y'all get demonetized?
We don't know. They won't tell us.
When the hell did that start?
Well, they told us it was just for a reason that we're not actually doing, so they kind of aren't telling us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They won't say specifically what it is, but
I mean, well, like I said, they have specifically said what it is. They're just what they said was not true, and there's no way to tell them it's not true.
yeah.
What is the reason?
The season. I'm just kidding. They think they were like re-uploading content, like
But we're not.
these sites that chop up people's stuff and upload it and put music behind it and steal it, basically. You know.
No,
That's what they think
I've
we're
never
doing.
seen y'all do that shit.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what they think we're doing.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
21-20. And Missouri has the ball.
Touchdown.
That's not the one either.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the heck?
Dang.
I gotta root for Missouri.
Oh, yeah. It just said touchdown.
For two reasons. I hate the Gators, and my girl's hoping they win right now. So, because that's where she's from.
So they've been talking about, since we're talking college real quick, so they've been talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. being in the Heisman contention.
Dude, he's a beast.
I think he's a beast, but let's say he goes off against Michigan and then goes off in the Big Ten championship game. Do you think he gets it? Do you think it's enough?
Well, I know one person's out of the Heisman competition now.
Who?
You saw what happened to Florida State's quarterback.
Oh yeah, that was gruesome, bro. Oh,
What
my
happened?
God. He ran with the ball, got tackled, and when he came up from the tackle, I'm not kidding, and I know this might be gruesome to hear, but it looked like his knee was going one way and his leg was going the other way.
Was that today or last week?
Today.
Oh.
It was bad, bro. I was trying to hide it from my feed on Twitter because every other post was a video of it. I'm like, I don't need to see it again. Please stop.
Because they're still playing.
Yeah, they're winning with their backup right now, I think.
Yeah. 45-13.
Wow. Dang.
I think Achan's gonna have two tugs tomorrow. I think he's have about 150 something yards.
Yeah.
I think he's also getting a majority of the carries because our one running back's been nursing a knee and ankle.
I could see that. I could see them give him the majority to him because he's going to be well rested. You know what I mean?
He's been waiting. They said he wouldn't have gone if it was. He could have played with the brace this whole time, but they just wanted him to get better. He's going to be ready to go.
Look, for me, it's this. For me, it was more of if you're going to rest players or put them on IR for them to come back. I just want them for the December push. I knew we had enough talent to get by till then, and I just want them for that December push. So, you know, we're running right into that. So this is like a warm-up game for December. You win this game, and then you just steam along truck through December, and then where are we? We're at the point where we can rest players the last 2 weeks of the season, and it'll be great.
I don't think we will. Because we're not going to rest players at all.
You don't think so?
No, we're close enough where if we get the number one seed, we have it all the way through the playoffs. We're only one game back. And if it's going toe-to-toe with Kansas City for that first seed in the bye week...
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying if we're competing for the AFC spot is what you're talking about, number one.
Gotcha. Yeah, and we're only one spot back right now. So if it goes down to the wire, that's what we're going to be doing.
Okay, that I can understand because you're playing for a spot. I get you. But if it's already decided, if it's decided before then, and we're playing a home game, playoff game, no matter what or whatever, or even an away game or whatever, we already know what the result is, no matter if we win or lose that game.
Right.
I want you to rest those players. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I agree with that, but I'm just saying, I don't think it's. I think it's going to come down to the end with us with Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. I get you.
And I think,
Joe,
you know damn well, we are so much better at home than we are on the road.
So we should root for Philadelphia.
If we win tomorrow,
Yes.
and the Eagles beat the Chiefs, and the Jets beat the Bills, our playoff chances to make the playoffs go up to less than or greater than 1% away from 100%.
Here's the thing, though. I'm kind of rooting
plus or minus 1%.
I'm kind of rooting for the Bills tomorrow, though. I want the Bills to win. The Jets have the easier schedule down the stretch. I want to see the Bills take out the Jets, and then you got 3 in a row that could beat the Bills, which is the Cowboys, Chiefs, and Philadelphia. And that'll knock them out the playoffs, those 3 games.
If the Bills win tomorrow and we win and the Chiefs lose, our chances go up to 98%.
I'll be fine with 98%, as long as I know, because see, the more the Jets lose, the less chance Rodgers is coming back for December.
Without any action starting, we're at 95% to make the playoffs right now.
So what happened in the Hurricane game, Color? Did you watch it?
Man, let's not even discuss that.
Well, it was a high-scoring game. It was in the 30s in each game. Miami lost by 7, I think.
We had a Hail Mary at the end. We caught it on the deflection, and he was tackled at the 4-yard line.
I mean, we were up by 7 at one time.
Yeah.
The
defense let us down in that game.
Well, I will say this. I kind of think you guys, if you look at it in the standpoint of your program, I think your program is on the up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
The last 2 weeks, we played 2 top 10 teams. And the 2 teams that are going to go against each other in the ACC championship game, and we lost by 7 to both of them.
Yeah, you took them to almost the edge. I get you. Yeah, I think you guys are on the up, bro. I have
dude, you watched the game today, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear the injury Van Dyke is going through right now with his leg?
Oh no, I didn't know. Well, I heard I heard that he was hurting.
It's a very rare injury. Only usually car accidents get it, where the skin is detached from the muscle and is causing swelling in his leg.
But I noticed at halftime when he came back out, it was wrapped a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that is painful to be playing with all year.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Can you imagine all that being detached and just swelling on nonstop and pain in your leg and you're out there playing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is very, very painful.
Sometimes that's the reason why some of his passes were off a little bit.
He says he's making no excuses for it.
Yeah.
But today he had
guys,
over
so
300.
help me out here, right? So currently, without a single game being played, we have it's weird because it says it's different between getting a bye and getting the number 1 seed, but that's the same thing. So I don't know why the numbers are different. Anyway, so here we go. Right now, without a game being played to get the top seed, we are 13% probability, right? Without a single game being played. So we win, right? Let's say. Without another game being played, that goes up to 17%.
What about the Chiefs losing?
Okay, well, let's go over that. So let's start with the Chiefs and Eagles. Who do we got winning that game?
I got Philly.
All right, and for us to even have a chance, Chiefs have to lose 2. So, we got to pick 2 at some point, and I think Philly seems like a logical one to pick to beat them.
Yeah.
So we'll say the Eagles beat them. Our chances of getting the top seed go to 21%. So let's fill out the rest of the week with the AFC games. Browns and Steelers. Who do you guys got? Quick consent.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
I'm going with Browns.
Yeah, man.
Nene. Good evening, Nene. By the way, who you
Yeah,
got,
I
Browns
was,
or
just, I
Steelers?
was
Good
up
evening.
here to talk about the hurricane stuff because I had to
Okay.
clear up some of that.
What-
Not me.
What's up,
Oh, you're
Nene?
welcome to. I'll give you the floor as soon as we're done with this exercise.
No
certainly.
problem.
But who do you got, Browns or Steelers?
I would say
Yeah.
Browns.
I don't care who wins as long as we win.
What about you, Ali?
Well, I think the Browns are going to win this game, but let me ask you, which one benefits us mostly?
Neither one, really.
Okay, I'm going Browns just because I'm not a Steeler fan. I don't like Steelers that
I'm not a Steelers fan either, but Browns are with their
Yeah.
backup now.
Right, so we're at the same 21%. Okay, so Bears and Lions don't matter. Chargers, Packers.
Got to root for the. I think honestly,
Chargers
I
win
think
or no?
God, I think the Chargers win that game.
Yeah, I do too.
I kind
Okay.
of think Chargers win that game too.
Okay. We actually, yeah, it still sits about 21, so it doesn't affect us at all. So now we got Giants, Commanders don't affect us, Cowboys, Panthers, no. Titans and Jaguars.
I
Remember,
hate
it's a
saying
divisional
this.
game. It's a
I
divisional
hate saying this because I'm gonna be honest about it, but I think the Jaguars got that one. And I know Titans winning it benefits us.
Yeah, you're just asking who's going to win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't know, man. That game, Tennessee could pull that out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was down on Levis, but he actually has looked kind of decent the last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
but
Jags have been
Jackson-
playing kind of sloppy lately too. Do you think the Titans can nip the Jags here?
It's possible.
I don't.
Yeah, well, anything's possible, but I don't know. I'd go. I'd go with the Jags, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, we'll go Jags. Because obviously we don't want to get in our feelings. If we objectively think the Jags are better, then there's nothing wrong with picking them. Because I want
think
this to
overall
be
they're the better team, but I think-
obviously we're gonna be homers on our game, but I want this to be objective as possible, so we can get a clearer picture of what our real chances
Homer-
of reaching
Homer-
the top seed are.
Color homers. I only got us winning 42-13. That ain't
Right.
being a homer.
So anyways, we got the Jags. Okay. Now, in fairness, actually, that actually raises. We're up to 22% now. But the Titans would have brought us up to like 24 or something like that. So we'll keep it at the Jags. Now we got Cardinals and Texans. You think with Kyler Murray back and they're starting to click, you think Kyler Murray wants to prove something to Stroud and blah, blah, blah? Or
I don't know. Stroud is damn.
Yeah.
because if Murray's
Yeah,
back,
I got Texans
if
winning that
Murray's
game.
back on his game, then there's no reason for them to tank for a quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I gotta go with the Texans on that one.
I do
Arizona.
too.
You don't,
Yeah,
think,
that's
you
garbage.
don't think the Cardinals are one to stop the full head of steam going on in Houston?
Where's the game at?
Houston.
Yeah, where is it at?
Houston.
No.
There.
No.
Okay, so we'll go Texans.
Yeah.
49ers,
Yeah.
Buccaneers don't matter, so that dropped us to 20%. The 49ers, Buccaneers don't matter. Jets at Bills.
Okay.
Do you think the slide continues? Do you think the Jets can muster enough
Sweet.
offense given their defense?
Mm.
Do you think the Jets can sweep Buffalo?
You know, I would love for that, but
I think
if
it's
we're
the
being
final
legit
nail in the
real,
coffin for the Bills, or do they get back on track finally and kind of go out with a bang?
I think they get back on track for 1 week and then they get smoked the next 3 weeks. But that's besides the point.
All right, well
Yeah.
we'll go lightning round. Ali, Bills or Jets?
Bills.
John, Bills or Jets?
Bills.
Hooked up Joe, Bills or Jets? Good evening, by the way.
Bills.
Todd, Bills or Jets?
I gotta go Bills.
Okay, so we'll go Bills.
Okay.
That actually brings us back up to 21. So it fluctuates anyway, but even just sitting here, but it's still about 21%. Seahawks at Rams don't matter. Vikings at Broncos.
I got Vikings.
Vikings all day long.
Yeah, Vikings.
Okay.
And then we had the Chiefs and Eagles.
And then the Chiefs and Eagles. Who do we got?
I got the Eagles.
Yeah, I'll have the Eagles.
Okay, so that'll put us at...
Some breaking news. Looks like Florida lost their starting quarterback.
See, once I went in order, I clicked it back off and clicked it back on the Eagles. Like, that puts us at... Okay, now it's being accurate again. So that puts us at 21%. So, given our scenario, by the end of this week, we'll be at 20. We would have increased up to 21% for the top seed. Now, next week.
Hey, hold on. What was the breaking news?
Florida's quarterback just got injured and taken. It looks like he's being walked off the field into the locker rooms.
Ouch.
Looks like it's a shoulder injury, maybe dislocated shoulder, possibly. He took a big hit when he ran up the middle, like 3 or 4 guys hit him all at once, and he kept running. So I wonder if that hurt him, kind of.
So we're at 21% now, right? Going into week 12. Without playing any action of any other teams, Dolphins at Jets.
Dolphins, of course.
Obviously, we're expecting to win that one, right?
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay, so just by winning that game without any other action, we increased to 27%, but obviously that's going to change. So then we got Steelers at Bengals.
Bengals. No, wait. No. Steelers.
Yeah, I think Steelers are the first ones to expose the fact that Burrow's the best they got. Right.
Yeah.
So
Damn, I've never heard Ali step on the brake so hard.
Any other action, if the Steelers beat the Bengals, given our win, we go up to 30% for the top seed.
Yeah.
Panthers at Titans. Obviously, Titans will probably get a win there.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Maybe Panthers will show out again. You know, in Tennessee, it's not that far from home.
Oh, that's wrong.
I don't think it'll matter anyway, but let's see. Titans. We'll just pick the Titans. Okay, Buccaneers at Colts.
I'd say Tampa. I'm gonna go with Tampa. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Yeah, I might do that.
Jonathan Taylor getting
I'm
on
going
track.
Colts. I'm going Colts.
Colts are coming off the bye week. Taylor getting on track.
Ali, you're such a little girl.
What do you mean I'm such a little girl? What are you talking about?
Well, look, we'll make it as hard as
Following color
possible.
once he said about the running back.
we'll be objective here, and we'll be highly conservative and make it as hard as possible for us. So I'll pick the Colts to win there. Patriots at Giants.
Oh God, I'm gonna go Patriots on that one.
Would that be? Hold on. Could you consider that battle of the worst?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Billy Zappi, Bailey Zappi. I got the Patriots.
I'll have to go with the Patriots then.
Come on, is it a primetime game too? Because they've been picking some shitty primetime games.
To be honest with you,
I really don't know.
Anyway, so we're now still at 31%. Okay, so now we got Jaguars at Texans.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
I got Texans still, bro.
I think the Texans might upset the Jaguars.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3 for Texans. We'll go Texans.
Going there.
That brings us to 29%. Okay, so Browns at Broncos.
I gotta go Browns.
Yeah. Although the Broncos are getting better, but yeah.
Their
Browns.
defense is getting better. Their offense is still kind of.
Yeah.
I got Brown.
All right. So
Yeah.
Chiefs at Raiders. Do the Raiders get back on track and steal one from a division opponent and play spoiler?
Unfortunately, no.
No, the Chiefs.
All right. Bills at Eagles.
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 Eagle and unanimous.
Ravens at Chargers.
Ravens at
That Chargers. That's what's making me go,
I say Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
Ravens.
said Ravens at Chargers?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough choice. That's a 50-50 game for me.
I know, same here. That's why I haven't picked yet.
They lost Andrews, right? They no longer have Andrews on the team,
Right.
right?
Right.
I don't know.
They have a good pass rush, the Chargers.
Yeah, but I think Ravens are going to edge it out, bro. That's a
Yeah, I'll
tough
go
choice,
Ravens.
but I think Ravens just edge it just slightly.
Maybe a high offense game.
So let's say Ravens win.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll go Ravens. Bears at Vikings don't matter. So week 13 now. We head into Washington to face the Commanders. Well, hold on a second. Let me do something real quick just to make sure it's being accurate. Okay, so we're at 25% now going into week 13. Colts at Titans. Doesn't really matter too much, I don't believe.
I would have to say that. I don't know. I don't believe in the rookie yet that enough. So got to go with the Colts.
Yeah. I think
Chargers at Patriots.
Chargers.
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 Yes, Chargers.
God, it's weird saying it all
Okay.
that quick with the Patriots. I'm not used to that.
Falcons at Jets.
At Jets.
Falcons?
I say honestly, I say the Jets pull that one out.
Think so.
The Falcons with Ritter against that defense. That's not
Yeah,
good.
with Jets too on that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Cardinals at Steelers.
Steelers.
That's what I figure. And we got Dolphins at Commanders.
Dolphins.
Come on now.
No, Dolphins.
Here, let me look at my computer here. Dolphins.
Broncos at Texans.
Especially with no more pass rush since they traded all their pass rushers.
Dolphin. What was that? Who at Texans?
Broncos at
Broncos.
Texans.
Broncos.
God, damn, Texans are getting some wins on us.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one. I'd almost say Texans on that one.
All right, we'll go Texans.
We'll go Texans.
That actually helps us a lot. That raises us from 21% to 30 for some reason. Browns at Rams.
Ooh,
That's close.
It's a
I'm
crystal
gonna say the
ball.
Rams on that one.
I don't have a reason to
It's
disagree.
possible. Who's the quarterback at Rams right now? Is it still
Who's the
Matt
quarterback? I
Stafford.
don't even know.
Matt
It's still
Stafford,
Stafford.
Oh, Stafford.
fully healthy.
and they got Outwell too. That's pretty healthy, right?
Yeah.
And Cooper Cup's back.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going Rams. Going Rams.
Yeah,
And
go
don't
Rams.
forget, they got that one receiver who's leading all rookies in catches.
All right.
Yeah.
49ers, Eagles don't matter. Chiefs at Packers.
We got to be honest.
Chiefs.
We got to be honest about this.
Oh,
I got to give
yeah.
it to the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Bengals at Jaguars.
Jags.
Jaguars.
Okay. So
And the
we
slide
end week
begins.
13. Let me re-click us so it's accurate. We end week 13 at 23% for the top seed. So moving into week 14. Patriots at Steelers.
Steelers. Patriots are going for draft pick. They're going to lose everything they can.
Okay. Buccaneers at Falcons don't matter. Lions at Bears, no. Colts at Bengals.
Colts.
Colts.
God, we're not going to give the Bengals another win, are we?
Jaguars at Browns.
I got to go with the Jags on this one. Yeah, the Browns got the
losing to the
Hold
Texans.
on.
Browns, a bunch
I'm
of
gonna tell you, in that game, the Browns upset the Jags.
Ooh.
Texans.
I don't know because, hey, I'm looking at a team without their starting quarterback going against the Jags.
But we've already seen that same team already win games without their starting quarterback. So that's why I'm kind of think they're going to be all right. Here's the other flip side of it. Where are they playing, Color? Cleveland or Jaguar or Jacksonville?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm going Cleveland Browns. I think Cleveland Browns win that game.
Okay. Cleveland.
All right.
Don't take my word for it. Take it. Go on your own line. I have a feeling. I think the Browns are going to pull that.
No, we'll go with your feeling on that one. That one sounds great.
Texans at Jets.
Oh, God. I got a rookie quarterback against that defense, but I got to still give it to the Texans.
Texans versus who?
The Jets.
The Jets? Oh.
I'm gonna go with the Texans, bro.
It's in New York, right? It's in New York.
Correct.
This is the game Rodgers is going to come back for the first half. Is that how this works?
No, he's not.
I'll go for the Jets.
No, he's not coming back unless they're in the playoff race.
Yeah, he won't come back until the playoffs.
He already said he will not come back if the playoffs are out of the question.
We'll go Texans.
Thank you.
Rams at Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm going Rams.
Are you?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm going with I have no idea.
I'm doing that a lot right now.
Color, it's up to you on that
Yeah, I'm
one.
going with John on this one.
It just depends on whether Lamar's still playing or not by then. I'll go Ravens. Vikings at Raiders.
Vikings.
Raiders could win that one.
No. Dude, Josh Dobbs came at the right time. I don't know what's going on, but he's playing.
That's got to stop eventually, dude.
Not against the Raiders.
I still think Vikings offensively, they could still bring back Justin Jefferson for that game.
Yeah.
So Seahawks at 49ers don't matter. Now, as much as we're going to hate it, do we root for the Bills here? Bills at Chiefs.
Yeah,
I'm going to root for the Bills, but do I think they're going to win? That's a different story.
Yeah, you're asking. What are you asking?
We've got to find We've got to find losses for the Chiefs, or this exercise is pointless.
Well, then you have to root for the Bills. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, hopefully the Bills can pull it out.
You're talking about that's
That's
an arrowhead you're talking about, right?
Let's see who the Chiefs got left after that. They got the Patriots, the Raiders, and the Bengals, and the Chargers after that.
Oh, God. We got to root for the Bills.
Yeah.
I think this is our spot where our only chance to get the top seed is through the Bills right here in week 14, to be honest with you.
Even if the Eagles beat the Chiefs?
We already have the Eagles beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that puts us at a tie. That puts us at a tie, and they got the
because
game on us.
They have the
Yeah, they have
tiebreaker,
to
right?
lose 2 games.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh man, yeah, you might be right.
All
We're
right,
gonna be Bills fans that week,
that jumps us up to 31%.
no matter how sick it makes us to our stomach.
Broncos at Chargers.
Let's see.
You know what?
Chargers.
I'm gonna go out on a limb because there's always gonna be that one game where there's a heartbreaker towards the end. I'm going with Chargers losing to Broncos just for the hell of it.
Broncos still
I'm
have
going-
Russell Wilson and Tom
I'm
Brady.
going with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll have to go with Chargers.
I understand. I get it.
Hooked up.
I haven't seen the Broncos do that much yet.
All right, we'll go
They did beat the
Chargers.
Bills, and I think the Bills are a better team than the Chargers, personally.
Eagles at Cowboys don't matter. Packers at Giants don't matter. Titans at Dolphins.
We're gonna win Monday
Dolphins.
night game.
Right, and that jumps us. So with the Chiefs losing to the Bills at the end of Week 14, we will be 35% probability to get the top seed. All right, next week we'll have to do this really quick.
So
Chargers,
Missouri just
Raiders.
had a hold on. Missouri just had a 77-yard touchdown against Florida. Puts them
Wow.
up 29-21.
Not much of these are going to matter from here on out. So let's go with just the ones we think will. Texans at Titans.
Texas at Tennessee.
Well, the Texans are in it, right? Aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go
I'll take
Texans.
Texans. Yeah.
Ravens at Jaguars.
If Lamar Jackson is in, it'll be Ravens probably.
Yeah. If Lamar's in the Ravens.
No, I
Okay,
think Jacksonville could pull that off. Well, no, I mean you might be right. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go with you.
Well, we do need to, okay. We do need to find a loss for the Ravens, I think, too, but we got to face them head to head. So, Patriots, Chiefs at Patriots. We'll go Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Jets
depends.
and Dolphins. We'll go Dolphins. So not much changes. We're at 33% by the end of Week 15. Week 16. Browns at Texans.
Browns. I guess.
What week is this?
16.
This is 16. 16. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, my phone's about to die. I'm gonna go plug it up. I'll talk to y'all later.
Talk to you later, Todd. We'll talk
We'll
after
go
the
Texans.
Raiders.
Obviously, they'll still want to be playing by then. Jaguars at Buccaneers won't matter. Cardinals at Bears won't matter. Dolphins at Cowboys.
That's at us. So that's at home, right? It's
Yep.
Cowboys at
That's
home.
right. Cowboys at Dolphins. I mean,
Yeah, I think we're going to win at home against the Cowboys.
You do? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we win.
I think we win, but it's by a field goal.
Okay. We'll go Dolphins.
Yeah.
Raiders at Chiefs.
At
We'll go
Chiefs.
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 Yeah.
Ravens at 49ers.
All right, we need 49ers to win this one. So we'll
49ers.
49ers
Right,
are
that's our
magnificent.
spot
this
for the
year.
Ravens. Exactly. Right there. Okay. So, given all that, at the end of week 16, we will be 36%. Week 17, Dolphins at Ravens.
Oh.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Titans at Texans. We'll go Texans. Steelers at Seahawks. Seahawks could beat them.
Yeah. I just
Bengals at Chiefs.
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 We'll go Chiefs. Dolphins at Ravens. Now, we'll do both. What happens? Obviously, if the Ravens beat us, that drops us way low. But if we win, we beat the Ravens in Baltimore after they're reeling from losing to the 49ers, we will be 67% to get the top seed.
Ravens lost their biggest target, and we've got two. I mean, if we're, I mean, you got to just go with everybody healthy. I think we're going to beat them.
Right. So going into week 18, we'll be 67% for the top seed. Chiefs at Chargers.
Chiefs.
And then, of course, Bills at Dolphins. That's the only one it's showing right now that matters. And if we win that game, even with the Chiefs losing, we are 100% to get the top seed. So that's our path right there. We have to win out. That's just bottom line. Let's say if the Chiefs get nipped by the Chargers, right? We're still 99% to get it. If we win out. But let's say we lose one, pick the Ravens or pick Dallas, let's say. We'll lose to Dallas. We're still 99% to get the top seed. If the Chiefs win their last game, they get it. So that's how close it is right now. Yeah. We've got like 1 game margin for error, and the Chiefs can't lose 2. Definitely can't lose 3. And we can't lose 2.
You could see a scenario where that last week, there's just no way we can catch first, but there's no way we can lose whatever it is, second or third. Right. And that Bills game means absolutely nothing. I mean, you really could see that one and make the Bills have to pick one worse spot in the draft. Like, Bill Belichick would do that.
If there's a situation where we know we have only the second slot, we may rest, and we can't drop any further. We may rest our players for the Bills game.
It's no different. Exactly. It's no different. If we lock up the second seed, you can't get the first, but also can't fall to the third.
So if we have our backups in, I could see the Bills winning.
But people got real upset before Kansas City when we were talking about all this stuff. And I'm like, look, listen to what we're saying here. This is first world problems, people. We're usually talking about this stuff to even get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all about being greedy, but, at some point you got to, a little moderation.
Yeah.
But it's Saturday night, so no moderation.
Well, you guys want to hear something crazy? Earlier on, I mentioned the Ohio State defense getting 15-yard flag for posing after a turnover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Texas A&M, remarkable as they are, they went ahead and fielded a entire kickoff team of nothing but walk-on players, right? The entire team. And they ended up coming away with a fumble, and the recovery the entire team ran to the end zone and posed after the fumble recovery. No flag.
No flag?
I don't get it. I don't get why Ohio State's getting flagged for posing after a turnover. Or not. It's like, is it illegal? Is it not illegal? It's kind of dumb. Sorry.
What's up, Crypto?
Oh, Crypto up here. Crypto, why don't you come on up, man? Come hang out with us. So just for you guys to know, technically tomorrow is a home game. I'm only going to be going till midnight. After that, I'm shutting the show down. So you got about, 2.5 hours, right? We got 2.5 hours to go.
2.5 hours.
Crypto don't associate with the likes of people like me,
Calm down. All good.
I'm just kidding.
I know. I know.
No, I head out if I need to.
No. Stay up here. Come on up. So,
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
We're all good.
I like that. I like
And there's
that.
no reason that we're not debating nothing tonight either, so it's all good.
now we're just hanging out. Just to hang out. Oh, here we go.
Unless y'all want to debate the nature of reality. I mean, I could go on all night about that.
We're just hanging out, having a good time. So, let's go around the table. What are your guys' predictions? We'll start off with Crypto. Crypto, you're new to the up here, so tell me, what is your predictions for tomorrow?
What's going on? I've already made my prediction on the show with none other than me and Shake Money, the co-host of the Currency Connection of Midnight Insomnia, with our special guest host TD Fins Talk on that edition. And we all had a consensus picking us to win. You know, somewhere between a score of 3-0 to 61-5.
61-5. Holy shit.
So somewhere in between that range.
What is the probability of actually having 2 games in a season go for 70 points on one side? Imagine
considering
that.
Both are AFC West teams who are struggling, considering the first time we did it, we were 6.5 point favorites, and this time we're 13.5 point favorites.
That's true.
Oh no, Ollie, the odds are pretty damn good, man.
I think that's what jinxed us. We're gonna be winning, but with disappointment.
Well, that leads me to my prediction, Crypto, in my game script. It's funny you say that. I want to appease the people that think this is a definite win and juxtapose it to the people who have been following me a long time that are a little more pessimistic, that think that we're going to struggle and the Raiders got something for us, which I believe they sort of do. I think we can handle it, but I think they got something for us. And so, fine. This game is going to go exactly the way the New Orleans Saints game did against Ian Book. The Dolphins are going to win this one with a slightly different score of 22-9.
Right. I can definitely see that happening. Everybody gonna be on red hair, pants on fire, you know. The Ian Book game. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Coming back from a long break, 2 weeks off, defense getting off to a good start and then just throttling them. They're kicking 3 field goals, Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
that's a perfect script cover.
The quarterback.
That's a pretty good script.
They're gonna be panning to his family up in the audience. You know what I mean? Their quarterback, forget what his name is. It's gonna be a real feel, just like they did with Ian Book and all that. And it's gonna look like, oh God, the Dolphins struggling against a bad team. You know what I mean? And we'll end up winning it. But it'll be like underwhelming.
Yep. Give us another week to talk about, to get at each other's throat. I think the Dolphins intentionally puts us at each other's throats. Win or lose. They know how to write the script.
The funny thing is, we all know why that would be the case, because we're likely probably taking this opportunity to try new stuff out, whatever, to get us going ready and have some playbook depth for our playoff run. And that's going to likely make us struggle and make us look slow and whatever else. And people are not going to take that into consideration. We can all agree about it now. But when it happens, we're all, like Crypto said, we're all going to be at each other's throat as to why we only put up 22 against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I think through the season, they're looking at our offense, and they're figuring out a way to slow it down just a little bit.
I hear what you're saying, but here I think this is the symptom of having a winning season, where you could see the aspirations for after the regular season. You know what I mean? We're so used to going, being at 500 or below 500 at this point every season, that we don't know how to act as a fan base when it comes to a game of this nature, and it's because there's the people that have been here for so long that they want to be pessimistic about it because they've seen that for so long. That's what they know, right? And then there's people that are new to this fan base because we're winning and they jumped on as a bandwagon, or they're young, or maybe they're the next generation of people or whatever. But they're either on one side of the coin or the other. There's no in between. There's no mid. You know what I mean? Either you're extreme at, oh, we're gonna lose this game, I know it's gonna end up blowing up in our faces, or no, nobody can beat us, we're unstoppable. You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna take a season of us going through this, making our playoff run, and seeing how far that goes. Maybe this happens again next season, but the season after that, and after that, as we consistently make the playoffs, because I think that's where we're headed. I think that's where you're going to start seeing people be less likely to go after each other's throats all the time, and maybe you'll see more productive conversations about teams instead of just being on one extreme versus the other. You know what I mean? That's something I'm starting to notice. Like, I never saw people go at each other like this bad, even when we were losing, when we were shitty teams. You know what I mean? It seems like it's this season. Where were these crazy people during the, what was it?
The Gase years? Are you talking about the Gase
11-5
years?
or the year before after that? You know what I mean? Where was everybody then? You know? I mean, there was some crazy, but not to this extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't get on Twitter, so I don't know. I don't even.
I'm just saying what I saw on YouTube versus Twitter, or it's like nobody's in between. Like, yeah, it was a bad game, but I think we're good enough. There's no in between. It's either you're on this side, left, or you're right, and it just seems like it's not just sports. Like, our whole way of living on Earth, like every culture, PTSD. Every aspect of life, it's either you're on one side or you're the other. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Any of you guys going to the Monday night game?
The really fun one, real quick.
I'm going to the Monday night game. I am. I'm trying to.
You guys want to really do the fun one real quick? Currently, without any action being played tomorrow, we are 91% to win the division.
Oh, you mean as of right now?
As of right now.
Before kickoff.
If we win tomorrow and the Jets beat the Bills,
then it goes up. But they lose.
Well, it's not really accurate right now, standing still. We're at 89-90% right now. We win tomorrow, Jets beat the Bills, we'll be at 94%. Going into week 12, if we beat the Jets and the Eagles beat the Bills, we're 99% by the end of next week.
To win the division.
To win the division.
We can lock up the division by next week.
What happens if it's the opposite of those things happening?
Hold on, let me pull it back up.
We take a loss and the Bills win 2 straight.
I closed it before I thought about Crypto the Contrarian. You know what I mean? Let me pull it back up real quick.
I always like to brace for impact.
Okay, let's see here. Let me make sure all the boxes are unchecked. There's no reset button for some reason. Win the division. All right, 90%. Okay, so we win tomorrow and the Bills win. We're at 95%.
He's saying if
so
we
winning
lose,
tomorrow for us.
I'm talking about if the opposite of everything happens.
Okay, hold on though. But winning, what that's saying right there is winning for us is what matters. Right now, we control our destiny. So we go up every win we get, whether the Bills and Jets win or not. Because if I take it off right now,
get that. That's
If
why I
I
said
take it
the
off,
opposite.
if I take it off, and you just go on the Dolphins winning and no other action happening, we're 96% to win the division. If the Jets win, we're 94. If the Bills win, we're 80. We're 90%. We're back to 90%. So the Bills winning keeps us at 90%.
No,
Plus
I was
or
asking
minus
you
1%. Like it's 91% if the Bills win and we
I
win.
was
If
asking
we lose
you
tomorrow, if we lose tomorrow, to answer Crypto's question, and the Bills win, we're still 77% to win the division after tomorrow.
And almost all the scenarios boil down to us and the Bills at the very end. If anything gets close, that last game, it pretty much says it all.
Exactly.
Right, Joe. Yes, they have to
Now,
make
if we
one game.
now if we
It has
if
to
we
be one
lose
game
tomorrow,
for it to go down.
if we lose tomorrow and the Bills lose, we go down to 83%.
Did you do the percentages of the Bills being only one game behind us going into the final week of the season?
They'd have to beat the Eagles and the
Dallas and
the
no, just having the same record, not necessarily having to
do
beat.
that. Let's
just
do
having
that
the
real
same
quick.
record.
Let's do that
only
real
being a
quick.
one-game
Hold on.
difference.
Hold on, let's do that real quick.
Oh yeah, like if we lost a bunch, right? I see what you're saying.
Right, yeah.
Take that off. Take that off. Take that off. Okay, all
And
the other boxes.
honestly, if we lost enough to
Jason,
beat them,
okay, hold
right,
on. So
just them
to
only
win
getting
the
one game
division,
closer
hold on.
by the
Okay,
final
so
week.
to win the division, see now it's showing. It's like weird. It fluctuates by the minute because it's at 86% with no action to win the division now.
yeah, that New York Times one changes
still
every
moving
time
now?
you play it.
Yeah, like every couple seconds, it's like the projections change, like plus or minus 3%.
It
Like as
uses
the minutes go by.
randomization.
That's weird. It's like,
You'll get
hey,
different answers.
is this based on whether somebody's having a cup of coffee at night or? Geez,
No, I think
how's it
Crypto,
moving
that tells
now?
you they might be factoring the weather in, and maybe it's like as the storms move across the country, it changes.
Maybe Travis Kelce and Tyler Swift was maybe having a long night somewhere in France, and the
I'm telling you,
projections
it's
are
probably
moving
the weather
around.
forecast model's changing, bro. It's probably what's doing it.
That's the butterfly weighing. Huh?
Exactly.
I'm like, man, it's 11 o'clock at night and it's still moving.
Because if I change it, right, and then I go back, it'll probably be what it was before.
Yeah, the New York Times one
89, 90%, 87%.
The New York Times one has a bunch of randomization in it or something, like they're randomizing what the outcomes are going to be of the other games. So every time you
that's
change
what
it,
they-
you
you
get
know,
like
that's
a
what they-
couple of percentage difference.
That's what
they do that.
That's actually what
Right, they do that for
in-
politics
in-
too. I
in,
noticed that. Yeah.
In physics too, they do that to weed out. In experimentation, they do it to weed out the noise, basically, to counteract and like to balance out the noise, pretty much. They enter in like random stuff, so it like counterweights.
Can you hear me? Hey, can anybody hear me?
normal
I think
random stuff.
Yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah, we
you.
can hear. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
yeah.
what were you saying, Crypto? So we beat the Raiders tomorrow. You say the Bills win tomorrow, Crypto?
Yeah.
Well, he was
Basically,
saying
they only make up one game prior to them playing us at the last game. You can pick any game.
Okay,
Just have them make up one
got
game.
you. So Dolphins and Jets, we got us. We got the Eagles, Bills. Let's say the Eagles beat them for right now, okay? That puts us at 94% after week 12, us beating the Jets, right? So they lost another game to us. But let's say we get nipped by the Commanders. Because that's one of those teams that's like a well put together team that in their house, hey, who knows, right? So we get nipped by them, and let's say, where's the Bills playing that week? They're on their bye that week. The week we play the Commanders, the Bills are on their bye. Finally,
Right. So that
lucky
means we
them.
get to make up one game. Yeah.
So we got
so that'll be
Bills
one.
at Chiefs.
So,
Then we got Bills
okay.
at Chiefs, right? Actually, let's go. We had the Eagles beating the Bills. Okay, so this is realistic because if you ask me, the Eagles are well more put together than the Chiefs on offense. So it's more likely the Bills steal it from the Chiefs than they do the Eagles. So let's give that one of those makeups to the Chiefs, and we'll say the Bills beat the Chiefs. All right, then we beat the Titans. Okay, week 15, Jets at Dolphins, Cowboys at Bills. It's in Buffalo. That's another game they make up ground on us. They beat the Cowboys. We beat the Jets that week. All right.
Right.
Bills at Chargers. Bills beat the Chargers. We lose to the Cowboys. Right? We'll say that.
Right.
Now we're still at 80 at week 16. We're at 84% to win the division. Okay.
Right.
Week
so
17.
Now it's a one game in the loss column, right?
Right. I think it's down to one. Right. Week 17, Patriots at Bills. Bills win there. Dolphins at Ravens. Ravens beat the Dolphins. So that's now what? Records tied, Crypto?
Yeah, at that point, the records are now tied.
Okay, we are 65% to win the division at that point. Going into week 18, Dolphins versus Bills. Dolphins win, it's 99%, greater than 99%. Bills win, it's less than 1%.
To win the conference or division? Oh, this for the division.
Right.
Okay. This would be.
Yeah. So that's the scenario right there that it could come down to the Bills and Dolphins head to head for the division.
And it's at our house this time instead of their house.
Right. So
and it would be in our house. Correct.
We got our defense together. You know, we got all of our defense.
So we beat them last time in our building too. That plays a role too. The last time we played one against them was in our building.
Last time we beat them was
so
in
that's
our
the 65.
Exactly.
Right. So there's just 65 right there. And then our win record at home will be like 10-2.
Exactly. Plus the fact that
that's
obviously given what happened earlier in the year and all that would be factored in, our output, their output,
granted,
matchups.
What is if the division win, do we go into the 70s or 80s if they're down by one game? Because if that game would be to tie it, right?
Right.
Yeah, if they're down by a game.
Yeah, it would put us in probably the 70 to 80 percentile because we could if we lose that game, they could end up winning on the tiebreaker with a tie record. Absolutely.
Okay.
We'd have to have Buffalo 2 games back to not have that game affect the division win.
Right. Then it goes up to 99 if it's a 2-game by that time.
Right.
By that point.
Because they would hold the tiebreaker if they're the ones that handed us that last loss. That tying loss.
Just to answer Jay's question quick, Color, I don't mean to cut you off, Crypto, I'm sorry. To answer Jay's question, I saw it a little bit ago in the chat. Why did Redskins trade Chase Young and Montez Sweat? Montez Sweat was scheduled to make over $37 million next season.
Yeah.
So that was the reason for him. Chase Young, I personally think they're getting ready to rebuild that team completely with the new ownership. And the fact that he only had like a year or 2 left on his contract, they wanted to take what they could get the most.
I think they pulled the trigger too early on them too.
I kind of think they did a little bit. The Montez Sweat, I get it because he had $37 million to make next season. I get it.
Yeah.
But
should have kept at least Chase Young.
The Chase Young, I kind of think they should have kept him. So
yeah,
just, Jay, that's what's going on. But go ahead, continue.
You need a good defensive tackle.
I apologize. Go ahead.
But yeah, so we're looking at one game. Puts us at 70% if we're up by one game, and 65 if we're tied. Now, granted, wait a minute, yeah, that's the only thing keeps us above 50, right? Color. Yeah, we can't go down. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's more than just home field, but effectively, yeah, we would have tied records going in, and home field is probably why we're 65% to win it. So, in other words, that's a preview, Crypto.
Right,
the
which
website,
means if
their,
we
wait a minute, their Gamecast website that week should say the same thing. Miami's 65% to win.
right, as far as the win probability for the game. Yeah.
Right, because if they think that we're 65% to win the division at that point, then
It should
the
be for the
Gamecast
division. That would be
webpage
for
should say the same thing for the game.
Should say the same, right? Because that's the final game for the whole marbles, right? It should say 65% chance to win the game. Yep. Because there's no more games left to be played. Yeah, you're right. It'll actually line up the game probability with probability to win the division.
It should anyway, you know.
Yeah, mathematically, you're right. No, that's correct. That's a correct statement. Because there are no more games outstanding to be played.
It's definitely a logical statement. The logic
Right.
is sound. Whether it actually happens or not is up to ESPN's mathematicians and which one of them
Right.
controls which site. Oh wait, no,
Right.
that's right.
'cause
ESPN is separate from New York Times.
ESPN is separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd
they're
have to
separate.
see what New York. I don't know if New York Times has a page like that for the games, but
for the game.
yeah, they
Right.
likely don't.
Right.
But you know, ESPN has its playoff predictor, its playoff machine up now too.
But does the win probability for each game? They don't have that far in advance, though, right? It shouldn't be.
Well, they don't
At
do it
least
the
for the
same
game.
way. New York Times is basically probabilities as you pick and choose, you know, winners and losers, where for different scenarios. So you set the framework. You say, I want to know what the percentages are. Like it's got a little drop down, and you pick number 1 seed, win the division. You know,
Right.
number 2 seed, 3 seed, whatever you choose as the framework. And then as you pick and choose winners and losers, it'll tell you the percentage for that particular category, for that whatever category you chose. Whether it's win the division or get the top seed or wild card or whatever. But ESPN's playoff machine is just like it was last year, where you just pick the teams and it has the brackets, you know, the matchup brackets. So you can see how the seeds change as people win and lose.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I just hope that the
So,
freaking-
for instance, I
that
think
65% is not to be not only to win the division to make a playoff spot, because everybody else has got 11 wins.
Yeah, I forget
all
who it
6
is.
teams has got 11 wins.
I
You
forget
know?
who it is. I forget who it is, but one of the teams, if they win this week, Buffalo is back in the 7th seed if they win. Like if Buffalo takes care of their business, and there's one other team, I think it's the Texans.
Yeah,
If
it
the
would have to be the
Texans
Texans,
win,
yeah.
Buffalo is back in the 7th seed.
Right.
Or if the
It gets
Texans
tight at the
lose,
bottom.
if the Texans lose, I can't remember. You have to pull it up. Somebody has to. I don't feel like doing it. I've been.
Yeah, it will be the Texans
playoff
losing
predictors
because
for
that gives
days.
them number 5. They haven't had their bye week. I think they've had that bye week already.
Yeah, there's a scenario where Buffalo could be back in the 7th seed
Could
by
be
the
back
end
in
of
the
this week.
7th. Right. And they will be playing the Ravens if the playoffs ended, right? Or something like that. Because the Ravens played already. They don't play no more. So they will be playing Baltimore.
Caller, I gotta step away for just a moment. I'll be
Right
right
on.
back.
Or Kansas
Right on.
City.
Well,
Kansas
yeah,
City
Crypto.
loses.
If we end up with a 2nd seed, that wouldn't bode well for us having to face Buffalo. Not that I give a damn. I'd face anybody.
Right.
Bring them all
We have to
on.
play them.
But you know, for those that think Buffalo has our number, it would still be in Miami.
Then we
anyway.
will.
Yeah,
Well,
it'd be in
well, then
Miami.
we will have to. Well, then we will have to forfeit the last game because no team loses 3 times to the same team in the same season.
I know. Tell me about it.
So we would really have to think about forfeiting the final game, just so when we play them, we beat them automatically. That's just the way the math works.
If we could,
You don't beat a
forfeit
team
it,
3
remain second seed.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Kind of like how the Cincinnati Bengals and Bills were last year. You know, they didn't play that one game and they end up being a 2nd seed. You know, we could do something like that and still get don't lose our seeding, then yeah, we'll just serve up one to them. Say, hey, we're gonna play you again. We're gonna beat you this time.
Play one play the whole game, just so they don't know our game plan for the real one. We just run it right up the middle every time, the whole game.
Every time, right? Or Joe, no, we'll just bring out the Wildcat just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, Wildcat.
We'll do the Wildcat on them every play. They'll be like, "What is Miami doing? This is not even football." We're come out there and bust out the old Wildcat.
See, this is why, again, it's so important, number one, to win your division. And number two, in order to win your division, you have to do what we've been doing against these quote-unquote lesser grade teams. People want to make fun of that, but you know what? Buffalo's in a bad way right now. They've got to make up 2 games because they've lost to those bad teams.
Yeah,
you know, and given both of our schedules here on out, given both of our schedules, given that obviously we both have the possibility of struggling against the quote-unquote good teams, they have to make up 2
games. They have
to
actually make up 2 of those games.
Right. So all we have to do is keep doing what we've been doing. Tomorrow, for instance.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they need to make
against
up 2
the
whole
Jets,
games
against the
bad,
Commanders.
Good teams, I
Keep
mean.
beating the teams that were
Hope
supposed
for
to
the
be.
best against Dallas. You know what I mean? Hope for the best against the Ravens. And that's it. We've got the division.
Yep.
I mean, we just, you know.
Yeah. That would be.
It's highly unlikely the Bills are going to beat both the Eagles and the Chiefs. Highly
that would
unlikely.
be crazy. That would have been miraculous turnaround if they do. They pull
if it
that
wasn't
off,
unlikely,
that would be miraculous.
If it wasn't unlikely, they wouldn't have 5 losses. That's what they mean when they say you are what your record says you are.
If they beat both of them, then I'd be a little bit worried going into that last game, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes. That means that they're back on track and they've gotten over
right,
whatever
that would be them being
fluke
back
there
on
is.
track.
Right.
Because they
I
beat
agree,
both of
Joe.
them at their house, too.
Right. That, yeah, exactly. I didn't think about that part of it. Yeah, that means they would have beaten them in their house. Yep. Then, yeah, you had to be a little concerned for the final game being for everything.
Now, the irony is that, you know, that one game, I mean, hey, we don't even, if we take care of our business, it don't matter if the Bills beat the Chiefs, and that's the one we need them to win. So,
right, we'd have to lose
if we're looking for the top seed, you know. So
for
there
the
you
top
go.
seed, yeah. Ironically, we're going to need them to actually win that game.
It's all relative, Crypto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a strange way, we need them to win, even though they're chasing us.
We just need
That's
need
a
them
bad
to win
situation to
certain
be in.
games.
Right. But then if it comes down to that game, putting another AFC loss on them, that's one of the AFC wins we want them to have. You know, it gives Kansas City another loss in the AFC. If it comes down to a 3-way tiebreaker.
Yeah, I was almost thinking I wanted the Jets to beat the Bills because the Bills' schedule is so rough. You know what I mean? And the schedule for the Jets is, it was easy and then it got rougher, but with the injuries, now it's back easier again.
Right. They still have a chance if they get back to that team that beats all the little teams. You know, sure.
Yeah.
Right. So
we don't really want that to happen. But do you want the Jets to continue to prove they can win without an offense?
That's another
somebody's got to slap them down at some point.
Yeah, right. Because if they start thinking they get confidence beating good teams and being in games with good teams, then they're gonna be like, oh,
thank the Raiders.
We inspired.
There,
you
know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Because if they pull off the unthinkable and sweep the Bills, they're gonna be real confident for the rest of the season. Playing spoiler against a lot of teams.
And these Texans,
they just gonna be in outright spoiler mode.
If we find ourselves in a head-to-head, if we find ourselves in a head-to-head battle with Buffalo for the division at the end of the season, that likely means the Texans might even have a shot for the top seed.
Yes, because that's the sleeper, kind of.
Right.
In realistic terms, we would be not doing so great, because I don't think the Bills are going to be doing that great. If we're really fighting with the Bills for that final spot, I'm like, man, that actually I'd be kind of depressed, to be honest.
You talking about for the final spot or for the top seed?
Yeah, if we're fighting,
if the Bills are trying to get the top seed.
No, if we're fighting for that, if we're fighting with the Bills, if the Bills game matters to us,
right?
Meaning actually to the Bills, not on what seed we get. Like if it actually matters on whether the Bills or us gets into the game, I wouldn't be very happy about that, because that means that we did really bad and the Bills somehow beat the freaking all these crazy teams. You know what I mean? I mean, something has to give for that to happen.
Right. That means the universe got put back to where it was last year. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's basically reset itself to last year. Yep. I think Green Bay game last year for us, we went from like 70% to make the actual playoffs to under freaking 50%. It like dropped off a cliff when we lost that Patriot game. In one game, it went to under 50. It like went from 70 to 50 in one weekend. It was a huge drop off because we were like 8-8 at that point, and we lost control of our own destiny.
Hey, Hooked Up, have you ever seen that picture?
Yeah.
They have they actually have picture. I know this is kind of weird because you would think as soon as it's observed, it would collapse into one particle, right? But they actually have like microscopic camera footage of, or, you know, at least a representation of, graphically of an electron's probability cloud.
No.
Like, you know how, like, you know, we don't really know, we can't know the position and it doesn't, it's just a wave function until you measure and the wave functions collapse. Well, they have a representation of that cloud of wave cloud of probabilities. It's crazy. And like all these little like particles like are continuously shooting off of it, you know what I mean? And it's just a cloud, you know? And it's like all of those are the same particle, but because they haven't measured it yet, they're all in a zillion different little places, infinite number of little places, and it manifests as a cloud of probabilities.
Good thing we only have 32 teams.
Right. Right. Anything more than that will be crazy. I guess it would be exponential.
For those that want to understand the collapse of the wave function, in this case, our season, you know, it would be like, it wouldn't be that that cloud shrinks into one spot. It's more that cloud would solidify into one. Like there'd be less chance that the particle is over here and over here and over here. So those probabilities will disappear, and the cloud should thin out until it shows one lasting point particle of where it actually is when it's measured. And that measurement comes when the clock hits 0 of the last game of the season, of the regular season.
I'm hoping to see the Bills cloud just kind of fizz out kind of early. I'm ready to just see them lose a couple of them games, and except the Chiefs, go ahead and win that one. But you know what I mean, just fizzle on out from there.
Right. Now you can express whether they're the probability of what your wave function is, either to the positive or the negative. Like in other words, the Bills have the same sort of wave cloud of probabilities, except theirs is towards a failure on the season. So you might express that as red instead of green, where ours is a green cloud. You know what I mean? And as they maybe turn the tide, their cloud turns a little mixture of green and red, and then comes more green. You see what I'm saying? Like you can express both. First is the cloud of probabilities, and then as the color, as whether you're talking about those probabilities being expressing a positive thing or a negative thing. In their case, a negative thing right now. Their probability is a 9-8 record. That's their projection. So their cloud of probabilities is meant to express for the end result of a 9-8 record.
See how close to the edge can the Dolphins be without a total collapse, but making it where the margin from us in the win-loss column is only one game from the 7th seed. and that last going into the last week of the season. But yet, it's like basically replicating everything and fast forwarding everything to what it is now until the final week of the season. What a 2 seed and 4 seed is only one game in the loss column difference.
Yeah, that's why that New York Times thing is so fun.
That would be crazy.
All the crazy probabilities.
To do that, crazy probabilities. And you're going to talk about chaos. Oh, man. Things are going to be going down to the 8th and 9th tiebreaker at that point. I remember one time, like, we were playing, and it came down to the last game of the season. We had to beat Pittsburgh or something like that. Somebody had to tie. 8 teams had to go in freaking the 6th tiebreaker, and then everything happened except 2 of those events. I'm like, this is crazy. It was like so many different things had to happen. All of them happened except the final 2. And that's how we ended up not making the playoffs. I was like, damn.
And this year we want it the other way around, where the other
define
team...
the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Huh.
We're going to know a lot more tomorrow, though, after the Bills play the Jets. That's going to be kind of a telltale game there on what's going on.
Is that an afternoon game? Is that a noon or afternoon game? When do they play? Is that a primetime game?
Yeah.
When do they play? I know they've been playing in prime time a lot lately.
Waiting for the slow-ass NFL site to load.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, it's 4:25.
Okay, so an afternoon.
Yeah, and we get to watch
game
down in Florida. It's a regular game. Usually, if it shows up on
CBS
Plus, then it's going to be shown also locally. So that's a TV game for South Florida, which it should be. If it wasn't, we would have to.
It's a 4:25 game. Yeah.
Well, if it's on NFL Plus, that means it's also going to be on network in your local area.
Well,
if you are in Florida,
the Jets and Bills game's on CBS.
CBS. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And if you're in South Florida, you'll get to see it.
Yeah. If you're in South Florida, you'll see it.
I'm gonna air that one right before the holidays, man. This week is gonna be something. These next 5 days of football.
Oh my God. Black Friday. We are lucky to get the extra day, though. I mean, everybody has a Thursday night game. Ours is on Friday.
Yeah.
It's
also quadruple header.
Is that the next?
I think it's 4 games.
Week?
I think
Next week is Black Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. Friday.
Day after Thanksgiving. Yep. It's a 3:00 game, and broadcast starts at 1:30, so they can blab for an hour and a half or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Florida eventually lost the game, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Florida dropped that game.
By
Florida. Okay, I thought you were talking about Florida State. My bad. I had to go comfort Shake Money. I know. I was over there giving them some, comfort.
But Florida,
he's giving us Kane's hell.
I was watching on the computer.
Send your Florida Gators condolences to Shake Money when whenever you get a chance. They've been coming on hard times lately.
And Pamela too, man.
No, Miss Pam.
Yeah.
Greg Fontaine, I don't need to worry about hiding or running next Saturday. Next Saturday, I'm gonna be riding it on top. I'm gonna go steal the sign down the street that says Michigan Road on it. I'm gonna freaking steal that sign and hold it up here on TFTG. I'm gonna go nuts. So whatever, bro. Ohio State gonna whoop that ass. That's what's gonna happen.
They're not the Gators, man. They're the iguanas.
We'll find out what happens, dude. I listen. I believe in Ohio State has been a different team the last 2 or 3 games. Their running game finally showed up. Travion Henderson is fully healthy. The guy has been on beast mode running the last 2 games. Marvin Harrison is Marvin Harrison. I call him the Maserati Marv now, as they say on Fox Sports. And I believe in him. And that defense is starting to show up. Yeah, they call him Maserati Marv, bro, because he's that good. He's that good.
I think he's good. But I'm trying to put my bets on what team he's landing with. It's hard to put my finger on now.
We'll
it's top 3. Whoever's got that 3rd pick, I think is going to get him.
Cardinals could be there too. So we'll see. We'll see
at
who
3.
has the pick.
Yeah. I think he's going no lower than 3rd.
What team needs a running back more?
Yeah, I think the 2 quarterbacks are going
I'm confused.
1-2.
I thought the game was over. What happened?
What Florida game is, isn't it?
No, they're back on the field with
Florida
1
State.
second to go.
Go Fitty.
What Florida
Just
is?
like it was in the last time. Go Fitty.
I thought they kicked the field goal at 8 seconds. Well, I guess they would. They would have time to do 1 shot.
Now it's over.
Yeah. That would have been a Hail Mary they would have had to do.
Yeah. I don't know why. It was 5 seconds left, and I thought the game was over because everyone was running on the field, and then they even showed the coordinators are not even in the booth anymore, and then it was like 1 second to go. I was like, okay, I thought it was over. No, bro, but I'm not worried about the Michigan game. I know people are all hyping me up for it and everything. I think Ohio State can handle it. What's going on, Crypto?
Michigan. What's the Michigan record now?
I believe they're tied with Ohio State. They're undefeated. So I think both teams are 11-0.
Okay.
But this is what Game Day's Pat McAfee and company said on Game Day this morning, that if Ohio State loses to Michigan, Ohio State has a higher chance of still making the top 4 because of the strength of schedule that they had to play and who they beat and lost to, right? Whereas if Michigan loses, they can't get back into the top 4 regardless because of their
Ohio State. They're going to get their ass kicked next week. Jim Harbaugh. We're going to destroy you. Us Michigan men are ready.
Yeah, look, go ahead. You know what?
Damn.
All you people wondering what happens to those signs.
Harbaugh's not going to be there.
Play on Greg's front lawn because him and Jim Harbaugh steal signs together. The only sign you saw is when you were listening to Ace of Base. I saw the sign. Well, the
Jim
sign
Harbaugh did nothing wrong.
Damn. Ali brought out the old classics. Ace of Base.
I'm a Jim Harbaugh stan. He did nothing wrong.
My ass, he didn't do anything wrong, bro. That guy has been part of so many scandals. It's not even funny, bro. You're lucky they haven't put the black flag on you yet, which I still think is on the table.
That would be like what Miami. That would be like what Miami had, right?
Because they would put sanctions and stuff on the team. It's been more like
Hurricanes lost a lot of.
Listen, Greg, you're listen to me straight up, bro. You're supporting a team that believes in cheating. If we're gonna call out Bill Belichick for cheating, the Patriots, then you need to call out Michigan for cheating, right?
Listen, I'm a Jim Harbaugh fan.
Knows the head coach's responsibility is to know everything and anything that's going on his team. If you're going to tell me he did nothing wrong or didn't know what was going on, that's a lie, first of all. Let alone, your head coach also hired a staff member that's sleeping with underage kids. 16-year-olds.
Damn.
Right? What about that scandal?
I don't know what you're talking. I never heard of that until now.
Never heard about that? No. That's how much you know about your team, bro. You should actually do some research. Let's actually look that up. Let me put that on blast for once.
Damn.
So, talk about scandal after scandal. It's not even funny.
You have 1,000 wins, though.
So what if you have 1,000 wins? Who gives a shit?
So does Billa cheat.
Well, welcome to the party, Shake Money.
What's going on?
This is the conversion. This is the conversion to if you want to put on your University of Miami jersey now. We're granting permission.
Listen,
to put it on now.
I'd rather take the home vasectomy kit.
Are you sure?
Before I become a Canes fan. It's the same thing.
Don't worry, Shake Money. It's a slow process. It's a slow process.
Hey, the only U in Miami is FIU.
No.
FIU. Damn.
The Canes, they had sanctions when they were in the AC, when they were in the Big East. Was it?
Yeah,
Big East.
Yeah.
Big East, yeah. When they were the brutes of the Big East, yeah.
And by the way, there's nothing wrong with prostitution. The only reason I don't pay for sex is because I can't afford it.
Oh. Well, the Hurricanes, evidently, they had somebody that was paying people or giving people, which would be legal now, I guess, like cars or all that to come to the university.
Yeah,
and
sure.
That's how you got your big name defense and players.
Yeah, man. What a heartbreak game.
I know.
Oh, well.
Well, that's basically how today the Hurricanes lost by maybe 7 points, and it was a 30-point game on each team. Each team had 30 points.
Yeah. 38-31, I believe.
Yeah.
The Gators, the University of Florida is going to shut down their university because of the football team and such terrible performances.
You mean like
they're
how they should have
shut down the school?
How Mario Cristobal should have kneeled the ball and freaking end up fumbling and losing the game?
That's what's ruined Miami.
Actually, Cristobal didn't fumble it.
He was paid under the table. He was paid under the table for that performance.
No, he knew.
They should have
30 on 30.
There was a play that he should have just kneeled and
which, by the way,
play.
By the way, that like Color says that ball was down. Actually, they got screwed out of that game.
Okay, right. I'm sorry. It's even worse. It wasn't a 16-year-old. It was a 13-year-old.
Ooh,
damn.
Michigan football program fired staffer over footage of him soliciting a 13-year-old.
Damn, kind of like Sandusky.
Yeah, Sandusky thing.
I don't know about this is like that. I don't know, but I will say that Michigan also in 2022 agreed a $490 million settlement because of some former coach had sexually harassed victims, upwards of over 980 victims.
Is that kind of like the coach that used to be for the Penn State? I think he I don't think he's alive anymore. He was a famous coach for Penn State.
Talking about Joe Paterno?
It's something along that line.
Talking about Paterno?
Bad, really bad. Yeah. There's no way to defend it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If that was even my own team, I'd be calling my own team about it. Seriously.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Listen,
that was Paterno at the time, wasn't it?
There'll be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
I think you're right. Yeah, statue.
Ryan will be crying on Saturday night.
Greg, I'm going to tell you straight up. Remember when you go off and you turn up, right? I'm gonna turn up to a level that you've never seen before after we kick your ass. After we kick Michigan's ass, I'm gonna turn up to a level you've never seen before.
Okay.
So be prepared.
Ali's putting the warning out there.
You ain't beating Georgia, that's all I know.
Who did Georgia lose to anyway?
Nobody.
Yes, they
Probably
are.
Alabama,
They
though.
won.
They haven't lost.
They lost.
No,
they
they
lost
haven't
the game.
No, they haven't lost.
They'll
No,
probably
okay.
lose to
I
Bama.
have to
They're
go.
still 12-0, I think.
Yeah, they're still 12-0, bro.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
I guess
Yeah, they undefeated.
go back to college
They're
again.
going
huh?
to the. I think they're going to the Cotton Bowl, the first bowl, right?
They're
First
10-0
bowl
right
game
now.
is the Cotton. It's the Cotton Bowl.
Is the season over with right now for college?
They
Actually,
they blew out Tennessee 38-10.
Yeah, Tennessee
I know
sucked.
that happened. Yeah.
I know, but is there any more games left
Oh,
for
no,
college?
one last week. Next week is last week.
And then the
Okay.
The
championship.
Bowls.
All right, then the bowl
Actually,
games.
no, actually, Army versus Navy.
Oh, yeah, Army, Navy.
There actually should be games on tonight, right now.
Oh
Playing.
yeah. All right, you're right. They're undefeated. I thought they lost the game for some reason.
That
no.
Army-Navy game is actually a
They're-
pretty big game because if Navy wins, they're bowl eligible. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, all you need is 6 games.
They're ranked number 1. So
All you need is 6 games to get in the bowl game.
yeah, 6 games. Yeah, we're not even we're eating our cereal without a bowl. Florida is.
Florida doesn't Florida have 6 games?
Yeah, that's the
No,
bowl.
we only got
It's a
5
cornflake bowl, Shake Buddy.
Oh,
We
I thought you had 6 games.
The
So
Gallows
the
Bowl.
So
The YouTube, the poll results are in
Cornflakes game
YouTube.
bowl.
The poll results are in YouTube. 57 votes. Appreciate y'all voting. 85% of you said yes, YouTube should remonetize the tailgate immediately.
Yeah.
84% of you.
What happened?
15% of you said no, and so
Wow,
fuck you.
who's those guys? Get them out of there.
Yep,
Get those guys up out of
15%
here.
you,
Who's the
fuck you.
15%?
Yeah,
who's
but
that?
Yeah, so there you go. So YouTube. So 84% of our live audience thinks we were not doing what you said we were doing, and we should be monetized immediately. There you
Damn, I want to find out this 15%.
Let's
Who's
go.
that?
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Shake,
They're probably,
Greg, you might want to change your vote, Greg. You might want to go
That was
change your
probably-
that
vote.
was Pete.
That was probably a bunch of hillbilly Buffalo Bills fans that don't even know what monetized means.
They like monetized. I got that when my sister gave me that STD.
Come on.
I probably heard the word monetized and they think it means they got baptized at a church or something. I don't go to
Yeah.
church.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah, that's what
Baptized
they
at a
believe,
bank.
Ali. Yeah, that's what it was.
Ooh.
hey, by the way, I
That's
gotta
what it
eat.
was.
Nice.
Thanks to Florida, I gotta eat my cereal out of this whiskey glass. Fucking bitches.
I think you need a shot of eggnog, Shake Money.
Just so you know, this is your half an hour countdown to midnight where I'll be shutting it down or one of you guys can take over if you'd like. But at midnight, regardless, I turn into a pumpkin. I'm going to bed.
Damn,
He turned
Carlos
to a
Place
pumpkin.
got screwed.
Damn.
All right, I gotta fix myself a drink. I'm too fucking.
Please do. After that game, I'd fix myself a drink too. Shake money.
Make sure you spike it more. Make sure you spike it even more.
Make the salty Tua. I want it for tomorrow.
Oh, that's
I
a good
honestly think
drink
it's going to be a
name.
closer game than expected tomorrow.
The salty Tua.
Bro, I'm going to tell you straight up.
Yeah,
If
gonna
there's
give
going
me
to
a
be a
motorcycle
game that we're going to win and at least
I need
put
a
up
motorcycle.
70 points again, I think this is the game that's going to happen.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be close.
I don't think so.
I saw a stat today on my Twitter that Tua
What's the other one? Shake Money.
and the
Credible Hawk.
Dolphins are slow getting off the
What you say?
The Credible
Sorry, what was
Hawk.
that?
drink.
Greg, look at it this way,
I
right?
need the Credible Hawk.
Our points that we were supposed to win against the Broncos was like what? it was like they gave us like what 9.5 points, something like
Yeah,
that,
something like that.
right? Actually, not even 9.5. I want to say they gave us like 6 points, right? This game, they're giving us 13.5 points. So they're saying that we're going to win by almost 2 touchdowns, right?
Probably.
And you got Achan coming back. You got a whole team that's healthier coming back.
The Raiders are 29th against the run.
And the defense is actually starting to play now. I'm telling you, this game, we could put up points.
Oh yeah.
Now my prediction is I'm still gonna stick where I'm at. 35-10, 35-7, somewhere around there. That's where I'm at.
That's right. The Raiders suck when they come to West Coast from East Coast. That's right. I forgot about that.
Especially for a 1:00 game. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that shouldn't even be allowed, if you ask me. To have to come over here. I mean, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning for them.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's just outrageous.
Well, according to their coach,
it's good for us, but
yeah,
you know,
according to the
I
coach,
wouldn't like it if I was them.
According to their coach, he said he was all this week they were practicing at 10 o'clock to get acclimated.
This.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah.
Everyone they practice at 10 in the morning.
And like be ready for the game at 10 because you know you don't just wake up and run to the game. You got to be there. They got to start at 6 in the morning. To be ready to be acting like you're playing a game at 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So you're getting them up an hour early for that.
Man.
Yeah, 3 hours
3 hour
early
difference.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look, at the end of the day,
that's smart for them to try to do.
Unfortunately, everything runs around the East Coast because, you know what I mean?
All the games start. Yeah.
Well,
that's why
fair
most of the
for
West
them to
Coast
come over
teams
here.
play at 4, so it could be like a noon game to them,
Mm-hmm.
or afternoon, 1:00 game.
I mean, the first game we had to go to LA for
Right,
a 3-hour
4
time
o'clock.
change.
Right, if we go out. Going west is easy.
Yeah, because they play at 4 o'clock, so it's a 1 o'clock
Right, they
game
play at
for us.
4, so it'd be like 1 for us. So it's like normal.
Well,
You know,
yeah, it would be.
There
Yeah.
wouldn't be no difference. Yeah, it wouldn't feel
True.
different because it'd be like us playing at noon, at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
so, Greg?
It was nice to have that week off. So it was like an Indian winter. It's like an Indian off season. We get to realize how much we miss football from just 1 week off. We're like, oh man, 1 week, and we just can't stand it. We're ready for another game. It just kind of makes you realize how great every game is.
Mhm.
And we only have 12 more, including the Super Bowl. No, let's see, 8, 9, 10. Let's see with the bye week. I still don't have that many.
The many weeks until February.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about
Goes
9 weeks. Because
Next
you got
thing you
you got a
know.
week off between the Super Bowl and the championship.
Plus our bye week when we get the first seed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm joking. About
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
I think we're going to get the first seed.
No.
But the difference, I mean,
Be
the
10 weeks
odd
football left.
swing between us, like getting the first seed is really going to be ridiculously hard. Like, I mean, literally, got to win every game practically because the Chiefs have a cake schedule versus us. Winning the division is like, God, if we don't win the division, we suck. I mean, really, at this position, it's just an amazing swing between winning the division and that first seed. But I think if we can get high enough in the seeding, we can get that second home game at home, because it's going to be the worst teams playing against the Chiefs, not, you know what I mean? We always figure it's just going to be us playing against the Chiefs because we've always been the worst. But, I mean, if we go in there and we're even like third seed, we're not playing the Chiefs. The fourth seed is going to play the Chiefs.
Yeah, we'll play the 6th seed if we the 3rd seed.
No.
Yeah. And
I
only
was
one
gonna
team gets a bye.
I was gonna say they're playing the Bengals, but Joe Burrow's out, so yeah. And they got the Bills, and the 2 hardest games on the Chiefs is the Eagles and the Bills, and we already seen
And the Bills.
The Bills are our only hope. Oh, Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. Freaking Josh Allen. Come on, throw a freaking toss for a change. Just that one game. Just one game.
Right, him have a game. Have that second big game of the season.
Yeah, man, build up to it like they did for us. They just shot their wad trying to go against us, and they hadn't been able to hardly do anything since then.
They'll talk it up. The media's gonna talk it up, so they'll build it back up. The media hype their game up.
Listen, last year I had a shower like Ace Ventura because I had a root for the Buffalo Bills last year. I'm not gonna do that again. Sorry, I don't care.
Yeah, that last game we did have to root for them. Yeah, when they was playing the Patriots. Yeah, we did have to root for them.
Let the Chiefs win. I don't give a damn. I'm not rooting for them.
Right, we just had to sacrifice that one seed and play. You go for the second seed, huh?
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
Just so we can play our second string against the Bills, just for the hell of it. That would just be so good, though. In a way, where like, okay, there's no way we can get first seed, but we can't lose second. Just play our. I mean, that would just be so much fun to play our second.
That'll be Skylar Thompson's revenge game.
Yeah. And win.
I'll deactivate Mike White and put Skylar and say, "Here, have at him again."
He'll win at home.
So, Jake Money, you said you had to take a shower after rooting for the Bills. Is that kind of like Ace Ventura kissing Finkel?
Yeah, it's worse than that.
Oh,
It's like Ace Ventura going down on Finkel.
Oh,
damn,
that's even worse. Why did you put that in my head? Oh,
wow, that's permanently etched into my freaking cerebral.
I'm gonna have to go to my bed now and do a bunch of Hail Marys now. And our Father.
Damn.
Kevin
Lee says that he thinks that the Ravens-Dolphins game will be for the number 1 seed.
The Ravens-Dolphins game?
Yeah, that's a good question there. You mean for the number 2 seed?
I think it's going to... No, for number 1 seed.
As you seem to know...
he thinks it's going to come down to the Ravens.
Is that before or after removing the duct tape?
That is a good question.
Oh.
Or the duct tape.
Either way, it's still this. I think it's just as bad. It don't matter before, after, during.
Shake says it's just as bad.
Oh.
Go.
So here's a question they're talking about on NFL Network right now. Mahomes versus Eagles, does he get more or less than 284 yards?
More.
Somewhere. I want to say slightly more because they're going to need a lot of points to win this game.
That one fellow Stephen Wright fan somewhere is laughing his ass off right now, dude.
Are they talking about Mahomes? I think Mahomes.
More up.
I think he's going to get less.
I think
he actually had less in the Super Bowl when you think about it. Even though he had 3 touchdowns, but he still had under 200 yards in that game against them.
Yeah,
I think about it. It might be less.
284.
I mean,
yeah, it might be less.
They didn't get that many against us, against our defense with what it was,
What do you think about this? Kelsey, 6.5 receptions, more or less?
More now. He will get a lot. He'll make up for it.
Is Taylor Swift there? Where is it at?
Obviously, it's
she's in Philly.
Concert. And
she'll probably be there. It's in Philly.
Does that include one for his wedding reception?
Are they getting married?
I think he gets 6 catches. It'll be. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna get married on Valentine's Day. Watch, you heard it here first.
Yeah, there are 2 college games on right now.
Yeah.
All right, it's recorded, so if it happens.
I hate to say it, but it's more likely they're going to get married during the parade.
They're going to have a parade.
Welcome Cap for Life to the table. How's it going, Cap for Life?
Cap for Life. What's up, Cap?
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's
No,
going
man.
on?
I was listening earlier,
You been
man. I was on
holding
the
down
road.
Twitter?
No, I was on the road, man. I was listening earlier, man. Color, what are you talking about? You guys got demonetized again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
we did.
When this
A few
happened?
days.
Within the
Couple
last
weeks ago.
couple of weeks ago. I think before right after the Eagles game, right?
They're basically saying we reposted stuff when we didn't. You can go back and look
Yeah,
at
it was right
everything.
around the
We've
Eagles
never
time.
reposted
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, they think we're one of those bots that cuts up everybody's videos and re-uploads them.
Yeah. Some bullshit.
Which is BS.
It's exactly what they demonetized us for last time. We appealed. We went through the process, got approved, have changed nothing, yet now all of a sudden are guilty of the same thing somehow. I can't figure it out, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't too long ago.
Since there's nobody at the wheel upstairs with YouTube, there's nothing anybody can do about it for 3 months.
And you know what was stupid for YouTube?
Wow.
Here's the stupid part. Because at the end of the day, all the super chats we could have been getting, YouTube takes a piece of that. They're taking money from themselves. They're so fucking stupid.
That's why I can't understand it too, Shake. You know, like all we're trying to do is make money for them.
For them, yeah.
Hey, look, I could see them
taking
saying, "Hey,
30%.
we're not going to give you the part of the revenue." I could see that, you know what I mean? But to take your own money away from,
Yeah.
And usually they demonetize you for like that show. They don't like take
Right.
the show away
If
forever.
it's a copyright issue where it's not a strike, but it's still an issue, they'll just demonetize that one show. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I think? I think the YouTube is run by a bunch of Buffalo Bills fans, and they're just upset
Whatever
with all my
system
Buffalo
they
Bills
use thinks that we're like re-uploading videos. Like it is what
No,
it is.
I'm with Ali. I think that's just the freaking competition being bitter.
If you guys, I'm not going to tell you all to do it because I'm sure YouTube doesn't like the fact that there's this cottage industry. But all you have to do is keyword search how to make money on YouTube, and you will be educated as to the system that I'm talking about that YouTube is trying to stop. And for some reason, their system has confused us as those people that are doing that thing,
which is crazy.
I'll remain quiet about because I don't want to encourage people to do it because obviously they don't want us to do that either. But you'll find very quickly what I'm talking about. It's a scam, and they think we're guilty of that. We haven't changed anything. All we do is go live and chop it up with the audience and have panels. That's literally all we do.
You can go through every single episode. There's not one duplicate episode put out there whatsoever. So dumb.
And you're not putting up other people's comment and turning a diagonal angle and talking over it. I mean,
right.
I don't see how they can.
We're not even doing roasting videos. Exactly.
And I don't even see how. I mean, there's nothing about this show I don't see how an automated system could look at this show and say this is a rebroadcast of anything. I mean, it's always unique.
Well, one of the things that happens too is that you can clip your own shows. Like I can maybe there's a part we thought was funny, and we can clip that out and make it a separate, not a short, but like a shorter video. That's technically against the rules.
So why did they give you the option to clip?
But here's the thing, like I can pull up another YouTube channel right now. But hold on, right now I could pull up another YouTube channel that's fully monetized doing the same thing. They just put a poll out on their channel asking their audience how long they want their clips to be.
Makes no sense.
Right, and on Twitch, you do clip your stuff up and make short. So I mean, if it's like, I mean, it's just like, and then you just can't even, you're not even allowed to do it, and it's just like, it's really hard for streamers to figure out what they're supposed to do from one platform to another when they're all freaking different too.
Raphael Courtwright, you're absolutely right. It probably is Roger Goodell running YouTube, bro. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL bought YouTube without anybody really knowing it. I wouldn't be surprised because it seems like
they do got the
they're
NFL
partners.
package, Ali.
Listen to this. We're not the only Dolphins channel that has been on their radar They went after both Larry L's, claiming that they're trying to be other people, right?
And TD83.
Larry and Larry. They went after both Larrys. They went after our channel. I know 2 other YouTube Dolphin channels they went after, right? They are going after anything and anything that has to do with the NFL that doesn't fit their narrative, right? We criticize Kyle Brandt and different NFL high people that are part of that world all the time, and we're the ones eating shit for it, right? But you have other channels doing the thing that they're accusing of us of, but not going after them. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
CB83 is another one that they just took down and you don't even know why. I mean,
no way. They got CB?
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
And Larry K too.
Larry K, Larry L. They went after everybody, bro.
Wait, what?
What?
What
and
happened?
That's why I said that. And I did want to put CB83's name out there because I haven't openly talking to him about it. I've talked to the others about it. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, I just randomly noticed it, so I brought it up.
You
no,
too.
It's all good. But all of that's all Dolphin community people. You know what I mean? They're people that have Dolphin channels. That's what that's
YouTube's like Ohio State out here crying. They're out here crying, YouTube. Just like Ohio State. Can't be Christian, so they gotta find a reason. They gotta find a reason.
Wow.
Ohio State lost?
Damn, Greg is going for the throat tonight.
Ali, they lost?
I fucking hate Ohio State.
No, Ohio State won. Don't worry about it, bro.
They both
Greg is his twist because he's upset that his head coach got caught with his pants down, right? And is on the verge of getting kicked out of Michigan, so he can go be some other.
Bro, I already sent my application to transfer there.
Oh,
did you? Oh,
yeah,
I'm
probably not
sorry.
gonna go because it'd be too much money.
I mean, to be honest, people that go there.
So you and Rashad gonna be roommates.
Or pedophiles. I mean, take your pick, bro.
They have a good business school, and I'm interested in business. So
yeah. So in the meantime, I'm gonna flood my channel with my content for color commentary. We're gonna get
they got Larry
subscribers.
K too,
We're gonna have completely homogenous content, and we're gonna see if it happens to me too.
They got both Larrys.
Get over to color commentary and subscribe to my channel.
Look at Raphael Courtwright's comment here. What is he saying? I've seen another.
I'm on my phone. I can't read it too well.
All right, to welcome Shake Money, a proud member of the University of Miami. Proud member.
I don't know what you mean, though.
Shake Money. Welcome aboard.
Restreaming.
Is he talking about when you switch from your computer to your phone? Is that what he's talking about?
No.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Okay, if you're on Twitch, you're not allowed to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and they'll they'll kick you out of Twitch if you do the same show. And I'm not talking about rebroadcast. I'm talking when you're broadcasting live. If you multi-broadcast to 2 different places like Twitch and YouTube, I know Twitch has a problem with YouTubers. At least
shit!
Right?
I know. You were on. Right?
That might be the rebroadcast they're talking about, is to have a dual broadcast across 2 streaming networks. I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about, but that's the way Twitch is.
Well,
Larry K.
That would include every single Dolphin YouTuber that's streaming right now.
Larry K does that.
Oh, wait. Raphael is saying that there's another person you allowed on the panel, and they're re-showing it at the same time. So they're re-showing it on their own channel. Is that what you're saying?
Is that?
It's not me.
Papa Paul does that.
But we did it last night with Raphael for the Raiders channel, but that was a legit simulcast.
No, Papa Paul does it.
So Papa Paul broadcasts on his channel what we're doing.
but he doesn't get monetized. He's not monetized, so that makes no sense.
Maybe he shares.
Dolphin
He
Don, how you
posts
doing,
it.
sir?
Maybe he posts it.
He also does it
know.
with Stephen D. So Stephen D should be demonetized too because he does it with Stephen D as well.
But they should.
Again, everything we can think of, there are plenty of others doing the same thing, and things we've been doing since the last time we got reapproved. It's not anything. We have changed nothing. When they reapproved us after we appealed the last time, we have changed nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, looky.
How's it going, Big Nick?
Hey, what's up, fellas? I won't stay long because Chrome has some problem with the echo, so I don't want to mess up the stream. I just wanted to come on and talk about the reason for a possible reason for your demonetization. I had a friend a while back that had a couple of channels, and on one of his channels, he ran his original videos, but he ran them constantly, right? Like he tried to set up a 24/7 YouTube video, constantly running his original videos. And YouTube didn't like that, so they demonetized him. The reason I'm bringing that up is because you guys go live sometimes several times a day. And that could be a problem with YouTube, thinking that you guys are just trying to generate revenue without actually doing content. So I'm just letting you know that could be a reason, because you guys go live more than once or twice, and your lives are 3, 4, 5 hours long. So YouTube is very suspicious about that. Even though you guys be working on your lives, they're very suspicious about that.
How many strikes can you get, Nick?
Well, I've never had a strike.
How many can you get?
3, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get 3.
You get 3. If you get 3, it's a wrap. You don't have a channel anymore.
Right. This has nothing to do with copyright or anything like that.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, it's strictly about the monetization. About, they figure like you guys got something running, and then like you're just getting revenue, ad revenue. So
that makes a whole bunch of stuff.
That could be a possible reason. I don't know. But that could be one of the possible reasons, because of the length of time you go live and how many times a day you go live.
You sick bitch!
Is he watching the football game or something?
Is the lack of transparency to just say that's what it is.
Oh my god!
Greg's watching Michigan.
That's a reason it doesn't apply. You know what I mean?
You sick son of a bitch!
They're not going to tell you
Color,
that
I hear that a lot, right? And I understand that.
Oh my god!
I understand that, Color. A lot of people, are pissed off that they can't really get in contact with YouTube. But you got to remember, YouTube is the second largest browser in the world.
I get that part, bro, but you got to realize also that they've done this to us before. They've done this to us before. We appealed, we reapplied, we got approved, and we have changed nothing. We probably have streamed less because I've been tired.
Yeah, I haven't done my show as often as I would like to.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is,
look,
if what you're saying is true, then they should have never reapproved us the last time.
Yeah.
And they should tell you that there's some kind of a limit, or that they're looking at that, not just make some assumption. That just
I've uploaded videos.
Crazy.
I've uploaded my own videos, my own personal content videos that have limited monetization, which is basically no monetization, right? I'll appeal it. They'll say, well, we're going to uphold appeal, no monetization. I'll re-upload that same video that same day and immediately monetize. So it's not so much the people that's doing it, it's this bullshit algorithm YouTube is using that's doing it.
They're also ones that set the level and make the goal of getting more watch hours in order to get monetized.
So you're saying there is bots that do it?
It's an algorithm. I mean, Google is the world's largest search engine, and all YouTube is a visual Google. So They have like 8 billion subscribers.
Can I ask a question about this?
There's
Because
not even 8 billion people on the planet.
Hold up. Maybe somebody here on the panel can answer this question. How does YouTube make the money? Like, how do they make money? Do they just take cuts from everybody, or what? How do they generate money?
They make the money by. I'm gonna tell you how they make the money. They make the money by.
Hold on.
Right. But what I'm doing.
What?
They make the money by what I'm doing, right? I'm the viewer. And just say if YouTube as a company gets 2 billion views a day, right? 2 billion views a day, and they got a contract with Burger King, and out of those 2 billion views, Burger King sells 100,000 Whoppers. It's worth it to them. So they pay YouTube for the possibility of you coming to Burger King.
I gotcha.
So YouTube splits the money with you because you create the content. It's just like television.
Yeah,
because they don't think that people get thirsty after 5 hours of yelling on a panel. They don't think people are wanting a Pepsi after that.
Well, the reason I'm asking it is because maybe they randomly have bots going around trying to find reasons to demonetize to save their profit margins from having to pay out. But now I kind of get it, that it's based on how many views you're getting and the possibility of people going to these different sponsors or whatever you want to call it, companies, and getting their products. So I get that. I get it.
So Formula
So
One, we're not
companies,
concerned with 12:45.
So
fucking
you have
the
some
fucking Magic Dragon. Fucking bullshit.
when it comes to advertising, right? When it comes to YouTube advertising, you got some companies and you have some corporations, right? The corporations obviously are going to have a bigger ad share. They're going to pay more money. Corporations sell to everybody. They don't want to offend anybody. So if one person gets offended, you know what I mean? That's bad on them. So what they do is, I don't want to partner with TGFT because they say offensive shit, and I don't want to sell my Cadillac on there. So that's what happened. That's what YouTube try to do.
And there's also the
They
fact
try to prevent themselves from losing money.
and they put advertising up at the beginning of videos. So if you watch some video that's short and you watch a video advertisement for that, and then you watch the video, then you watch another video and you watch advertisement, and then you watch the next video. But when you watch a stream like this, they're not getting constant ad revenue, bam, 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 like they are on those other ones. So, really YouTube is not getting payback.
And you get no say. You get no say of what ads come on your channel, right? So it doesn't matter which political side of the aisle I'm on. I still get Biden commercials and I get Trump commercials, right? I may disagree with one of those people, but still get to run on my channel.
Well, big. It's like when I've watched, let's say a liberal-based content on YouTube. It'll show a conservative-based ad. You know what I mean? You might be watching Rachel Maddow and it shows an ad for Trump.
Hey, not to get off a topic real quick, but since you guys talking about it real quick, what's your thoughts on Vivek, man?
Who? Nothing. Trash.
He's crazy, right?
He's the worst candidate out of everybody running. He's not telling the truth. He's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He's only telling the truth if he's telling you what you want to hear.
But what is it?
If he's telling you what you want to hear, he's telling the truth. But if you understand both sides, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He don't mean none of that shit.
So he's playing both sides?
Well, we're not going. Yeah, absolutely. He's trying to play both sides, but he can't. He's the worst part. He's the worst one out of everybody.
Interesting.
He's the most unqualified out of all of them.
Which one?
This sham Vivek. Anyway, let's just change.
He's been on a media.
We need to get political.
Rip Frenzy.
I've never heard of him.
Everybody knows what it's gonna come down to.
Anyway, yeah, Big Nick.
Everybody knows that.
As far as that goes, yeah, they actually have a reason that their algorithm could tell us that's why. You know what I mean? Like, your content's not fit for our advertisers because of, you know what I mean?
But they don't
give you a heads up.
There's no reason they can't. That can't be the reason that they don't.
This is absolute bullshit.
No, they actually don't. How they determine what ads? This is what determines what ads come on your channel. Your consumers, the people that watch,
that's trippy as fuck.
Right? Like everybody is
You misheard what I said. You misheard what I said. I'm saying if their reasoning was because of offensive whatever, they have that reason to tell us. That would tell it. Would say you're unfit for our advertisers because of this reason. You know what I mean?
All right, gentlemen, hold on 1 second, Color, real quick. Hold on, Big Nick, hold on. I gotta head out. Do one of you gentlemen want to take the reins to close it down?
I cannot. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to bed too.
Well, then we're gonna shut it down now. Then
I'm going to work.
All right, fellas.
And I'm old too.
Thanks, Big Nick.
Remember, Color, but before you shut it down, Ali, before you shut it down, Ali, they did give you the reason, Color, and it's not because your material is not suitable for advertising. It's because they probably, this is from what you guys have said, this is what I think is going on. They're checking you to see if you're actually earning your money.
Right. And they've done this before.
I don't want to say the F word. I don't want to say the F word.
My problem. They have done this before, and they have verified and approved us. We have changed nothing since then.
Right. So, what has been the turnover within side? What has been YouTube turnover within that department? We don't know. So, you gotta chalk it up to. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You know.
I know.
All right, fins up, man. Good luck, man. We don't need good luck tomorrow. We don't need good luck tomorrow. 42-7. 42-7.
I think we're gonna have the same score as the Giants game, bro. I think that's what it's gonna end up being, like 35-14 or some shit like that. 35-10.
Yeah. Well, I said 31.
We have the number 5 rushing defense. We have the number 5 rushing defense in the NFL. They cannot throw the ball. All they can do is run the ball. And we average 43 points at home. We're gonna be a massacre.
I hear you. That's what I hope for, but I'm just trying to. I'm not trying to set myself up for being like, man, we won the game, but it wasn't the score I thought. You know what I mean? I still kind of think it's going to be 35 something. That's where I'm at.
And we gotta be at least 7-3. We gotta be at least 7-3 in the last 10 against the Raiders. At least 7-3.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, fins up. John, any final words before I let you go?
I'm looking for a good win tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to.
We should be like I said at the beginning. I said it'd be in 30. I said 31-14 to begin with. I'll stick with that.
All right, man. I respect that. All right, sir. Well, thank you. We'll see you again. We'll see you either top of the tailgate or the next Club Exhale, which should be next Saturday. So, till then.
Next Saturday. Alrighty.
All right.
Take care.
You too. All right, Color. Last words before we shut it down.
Good night.
Good night. That's what you're going with?
I don't have much else.
All right.
Get ready for a fight tomorrow, and let's kick ass.
All right. I like it, man. All right. We'll talk to you. I'll talk to you backstage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. And you know what? Before I shut this down, I'm going to call out Raiders Nation. Your team sucks. Your owner is a whack job. And we're going to kick your ass. So get fucking ready for a roller coaster tomorrow. Because Dolphins going to own you. All right? Fins up. Peace, love to everybody. We'll see you on the next show.